Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime worms. And welcome to the finale of the Elder Scrolls Arena. Today, we head to the fires of Mount Doom. Of Dagoth-Ur, I believe it was called. You know, the big volcano. And then we obtain the final piece of the Staff of Chaos. And with the fully assembled staff, we can then go and free the Emperor and take down the wicked Jagar Tharn. So anyway, it's a very dramatic situation that we have found ourselves in here. Also, update! I am now fully monetized. I have hit 4,000 watch hours of the channel in the last year. I am fully monetized. Hell yeah! It looks weird because now there's new buttons. Like I have a gold thing that I can put on my chat, which is it's like a goal for a number of super chats. On the other side, I have a button that can start ads, and I'm like, oh my god, buttons. I probably be pushing those buttons, but. Buttons. There are new buttons I can push. The temptation to push them, though, does rise. The temptation definitely does rise. Anyway, gameplay screen. Yes, I decided to stand here because, you know, massive volcano. Make for good background, you know. Massive volcano, make for good background. Also, random person staring at me. If I ask your name, are you going to crash my game? Let's find out. Apparently not. We haven't met, have we? I'm Lolia Hellbrook the Weaver. I was just out shopping for a new loom. No, you're mostly just staring at me is what you were doing. I don't think I'm a loom. Should I check? No, I don't think these are loom. I think these are arms. I don't think these are loom pieces. Yeah, I don't think I'm a loom. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I'm a loom, at least not yet. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to do was head over to the Mages Guild, because we have a spell we need to prepare for Jagar Tharn, don't we? Hello, Magey boy, where are you? Are you over there? I think I remember right, they're over this way. Ooh, a shiny new button! Oh my god, oh, those things are gonna cover the hell out of me if people spam those, aren't they? Oh god. So the chat is already enough. These things, oh Jesus. I'm gonna disappear if I get lost. Oh, that is amazing. Thanks, Knight. I guess I could like that. Yeah. Woo! I can put you a like on it. Hell yeah. Ooh, and I can heart it. Ew, amazing. And then I can also click the button hide user on the channel. That's a fun button to have right beside that. Oh my god. How long does that stay there? How long does that stay there? Alright, wizard. Hey, wizard. I need to make a spell, though we don't have spell slots. Oh, shit, doesn't disappear from the screen. Yeah, the finals is 2 minutes. Uh-oh. It's also getting higher. Alright, so if I just put my head down a little, yeah, now you can't see my face. Yep, this is perfect. Exactly what I need, right? Exactly what I need. Oh my god. This is going to be amazing. $500 is 2 hours. So you're saying, if someone comes through and does $500 several times in a row, they can just cover me for half the stream. Alright, yeah, no, that's fine. That's working as intended. That's definitely working as intended. Okay, so I think I need to delete the spell first, because currently I don't think we're gonna have slots for it. So I want to go down into gun, because we're gonna make a better version of gun. So gun is currently 20, yep, that's fair. Alright, range area, range explosion, damage health. Let's just make sure I do the same thing again. Delete gun for now. We will make ourselves a slightly better version of gun, because again, it's a spell we've never successfully used. Day is currently censored by money. I am! Hey, you can see my mouth now! Can't see my face, but yeah, apparently I'm in a witness protection program right now. Yeah, you're not allowed to know my identity, actually. Spellmaker. Okay, so we want ranged explosion. So at range explosion, then we want damage, health, and we want to make this as big as possible. So the current version is 20, where it's a casting cost of 38. But we can go higher than 20. We can go 30, and that's a casting cost of 57. But we can go higher than a casting cost of 57, can't we? So we can go up to 40, and at 40, it's a casting cost of 76. But we can go higher than 76 now, can't we? So we can go to a casting cost, an increase to 50. Now it's a casting cost of 95. But we can go higher than that, can't we? So we can go all the way up to 60. This is going to be absurd. 113. Oh, yes, but we can go higher than that, can't we? So then we go up to 70. 132. But we can go higher than that, can't we? Is this a mistake? Is this a mistake? That's our limit. We can't actually go that high. We have to go a little bit lower. Can you please click the button? Thank you. Yeah, that's actually a little bit too high, unfortunately. What about that? Ooh, it might be 79. 79 might be our limit, actually. Because we were only just one over. So let's try 79. Ooh. What if we go 79 to 80? It's like a range. Ooh, that's possible. Okay, so we just can't go 80 to 80, but we can go 79 to 80. What about to 81? No, not to 81. Oh, alright. It seems like it's kind of hard to get this to actually go to exactly the max right now. What if we give it an additional +1 on the top thing? Yes. Now, again, that is literally +1 damage. I think that is literally pointless. So I'm just going to turn that off. Sure, we'll make it a 149 spell. That'll be fine. And of course, we will rename it Gun. Because that is what this spell is. Oh my god, my face is visible! Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Though I don't think the super chat will disappear from the screen until it's pushed up. It only times out from the top bar. So basically, I need to keep sending messages until it's off screen. Yes. it's immense. But I'm visible again! Hell yeah, I'm visible again! Alright, so there we go. Oop, it's mostly gone. It's a little bit more gone. Just a tiny bit more, just a tiny little bit more. I can tell super chats are gonna be fun to deal with. Alright, so gun by spell. We have now obtained the spell we will use to murder Jagar Tharn. That spell probably does a stupid amount of damage. I hope it works the way I intend. I just want to just shoot him with a gun and just go on. Check the site and didn't see an option to animate fade out super chats, unfortunately. Damn. Absolute bust. But it is funny, though. It is funny. And also, I don't expect to get many super chats, so it probably won't come up. But it will be funny if it does. Save me, please. There we go. It is. Yeah, it really is. I love the possibility that maybe sometime in future, I'll have a bunch of super chats and just get fully covered and be invisible. That just sounds amazing. And I want it to happen now. And maybe it will eventually. Alright, shall we head up to Dagoth-Ur, which again, I'm pretty sure is literally the volcano we can just see in the background at all times. But sure, because yeah, big volcano on map, and Dagoth-Ur is big volcano on map. So I'm pretty sure it's at that volcano, right? Pretty sure it is. So let's go and obtain the final piece of the Staff of Chaos. I have no idea how long this stream is going to be, because again, all we need to do is get the final piece, defeat Jagar Tharn, and then we're done with the game. So I don't know if this is going to be a particularly short stream. It very much might end up that way. Dagoth-Ur, the sacred entrance of the dwarven smiths into the fire mountain Dagoth-Ur, stands before you. Magical runes glow in the red firelight, shimmering with heat. Sulphurous gouts of steam escape from vents within the rock face of the opening. The final piece of the Staff of Chaos beckons. Ah, thank you for beckoning me in. How helpful of you. And of course, it looks like any other dungeon in the game, because of course it's not going to look any different. Sure, we've entered like a secret volcano, like thing. Oh, Fire Mountain is what's being called there. Game! Why do you have to get rid of that? Said you enter the something of the Fire Mountain. Why? Why didn't you ever let me read your stupid dialogue? Just have it not disappear. Until like I actually do it, because I walk right past it. I'm already past the point where it keeps it on screen, so it just goes away. It's annoying, you know, it's annoying. Oh, we need Lumos, don't we? Where's Lumos? Lumos, please, thank you. We don't have a lot of mana right now. I guess we should just quickly restore ourselves back up to full. There we go. Then we'll cast ourselves an Una Reverse. Then we'll cast ourselves a... I'm in the wrong menu. I will cast ourselves... your spells are mine. Ooh. What? Okay. There is nothing accidental about meeting with this Nightblade, wearing the colors of the Mages Guild, and intent on disrupting your quest. Seriously, dude? Seriously. You know I'm busy trying to save the world and everything. I'm also not even doing that quest. Because that quest is literally broken. But yes, the Mages Guild is still going to send more people after me. Of course they will. Anyway, I don't know. Did your spells as mine actually trigger? I was in the middle of clicking it when he did that. I'm assuming it did because I already lost mana, but I'll just reactivate it just in case. But yes, that quest literally doesn't work. So why Why am I getting people being sent at me while I'm inside a volcano lair trying to save the world from an evil sorcerer and the Emperor and all this stuff? Like, seriously, dude, come on. So, did you come through a secret door? It seemed like you did. Yes. Oh, cool. Thank you for showing me where a secret door is. Oh, lava. That makes sense. Because after all, we're in a volcano, right? So, there should be lava. Kind of confusing that there wasn't lava already, so cool. We have a big lava moat over here. What's inside each of these cells? A stone golem, of course. Alright, go around here. You can't hit me. Death beam. At you, please. Goodbye. Give me your gold. Not really anything useful. Can someone, like, give me, like, an ebony sword or something? Like, I would really love an ebony short sword. But I'm probably going to end the entire game having never found an ebony short sword. Yeah, that does seem very likely. Unless I just happen to run into one when I, like, sell off my gear after this specific dungeon. It'll be basically my last opportunity to actually run into one of those. It's fine. I've got a good staff now. I can deal with it. I'm technically a wizard. I guess a staff is more appropriate. But also I'm called a Nightblade, so a blade is more appropriate. So, So these guys like walking through the walls because it seemed like they were meant to be inside here, but then two of them have just been like standing outside of the building. That seems reasonable. Let's save in case I fall into lava. As I am likely to do. That does seem like a very day thing to do in this situation, just randomly walk into lava and perish. So if I'm near lava, I should probably save. Let's just walk down here. Oh, there is another door. Oh, another 2 doors here. Where do you... Someone's attacking me. Iron Golem! That's fine. I push the wrong button. That one, panic heal, death beam the Iron Golem. Good. Alright. More golem. Oop, another one. Okay. I don't think I can hit you over the edge here is the problem. What if I walk back far? Maybe I can shoot you. Death beam there. No, it's just gonna hit the thing, because it doesn't fire upwards regardless of where I aim. Alright, jump up here, and then death beam you directly in your face! Yeah, that's what you get, Iron Golem. That's what you get. I was wondering if we'll level up at all during the stream. It's highly possible that we are already at the max level that we will reach. But it depends. There's a possibility that if we fight a whole lot of Iron Golems, we might eventually level up. The passages within this volcano are covered in soot. Good. Thank you. And the smell of sulfur lingers everywhere. That makes sense, because of all of the lava that we have seen, causing all the soot and sulfur. So is this the main passage where I was supposed to take? Maybe eventually if I went down this way and then went around that way. Hard to say for certain, honestly. Hard to say for certain. Alright, we can go through... random wraith or shade or whatever those... I can't remember. I think... ghost? Those ones may have been ghost, actually. Maybe another bracer. Sure, why not? Alright, this seems like a pretty empty room. Unfortunate. Okay. Guess we'll head back out then. I need a mage to hit me in the face, please. I want mana back and I don't want to waste my potions. Yeah, nothing leads from down there. I guess we can go into the other route. So we'll go around this. Oop, I'm caught on that entirely. Thanks, game. Go around this way and then head down this way and hope that it goes a bit further down. I could have also probably just jumped over that, couldn't I? It doesn't matter. So we've got a hole there that might lead somewhere. What's it look like on the map? Yeah, it just leads into that room. Okay, so we could have just come straight here from that room then. I did not know that the pits actually had a way out of the pits. Oh, crap. Death beam. Woo, it missed. It missed. You don't want your death beam to miss. Do I even have enough? No, I don't. Great, I don't have enough for a death beam, so I'll have to do this, and then death beam, and then please don't miss this time. Thank you. That's fine. Alright, more lava this way. We definitely can't swim through the lava section, so it doesn't really matter that we see sections going under the lava. We can't really do much about that. I guess unless we... Ooh, crap. Why am I not running to any mages to give me my magic power back? Okay, just give me more, and then we go... I am atomic. Yeah, woo! Alright, let's sing that again. Understood, game? I don't think I'm in the same section I was just before, though, right? No. So, you've decided to tell me this twice. Because I totally need to know this twice. Yeah, I think I could have assumed, again, that it was very sooty and sulfury. Where are you shooting me from? There! Hello, ghosts. Thank you for the mana. You couldn't have shown up like, before? I had to waste a bunch of my mana? Bastards. Swing, swing, swing. Okay. Let's keep looking around, and maybe at some point here, we'll find where we're actually supposed to go. I don't know where that's going to be, but somewhere in here, on some amount of floors, will be this piece of the Staff of Chaos. Most story dungeons have like at least 2. I feel like sometimes 3. Do they have 4? Have we run into one that has 4 yet? I know we do a lot on some of the other ones. Specifically, like the artifact dungeons always have 4. They're 2 sets of dungeons that both have 4. But I don't know about story mode dungeons. Do they have a set amount, especially for like this? Like, I feel like for the last one, like, you gotta have like 4 floors, right? Like, come on. If this only has like 2 floors, I'm gonna be massively disappointed in this final dungeon. Sing, sing, sing. Also, there's kind of like liches and stuff inside it, because like those are the more stronger enemies that we've like started to run into. But like right now, all we've run into is just golems. There's been no liches or vampires. I want to fight liches and vampires, you know? Because like they're probably gonna give me way more XP, and maybe I'll actually have a chance of leveling up if I fight those instead. Oop, another iron golem. Death. Oop, crap, not doors. Death beam. Yes, I don't want to destroy a wall right now. I want to destroy an iron golem. Now, to be fair, he does share a lot of similarities with the wall. He's massive, large, solid. It has the intelligence of a brick. You know, like, there's a lot of similarities between an iron golem and a wall. Okay, well, there's a pathway up there we missed. Hopefully that's not important. We can keep going this way for now. Give me a heal. Swing, 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 swing. Anything in here? Ah, massive and large. Exactly. Like, have you seen the guy? You can't use only one adjective to describe him. So this is led back up here. Yeah. Well, I guess I can go to that other door now. Might as well. Like, you reach a point where you can't describe something by an adjective because it's too big. They're massive and large and ginormous and other words. Big, big, just big. So was that a hidden door or was there a door up there I just didn't look at? Yeah, I think it's a hidden one. Okay, where is it? There it is. Well, if it's another hidden door, there might be something useful here. Death beam! Probably good that I did come back this way then if it's a hidden door. Is there anything behind this hidden door? It could be treasure. It could be the way we're supposed to actually go. It could just be a bunch more stone golems. Death beam! Thank you. Okay, I don't know why you sometimes like loot them when I shoot like that. It's kind of weird. Most of the time it doesn't, but then sometimes it's just like, all right, we're gonna also loot. But I just shot him in the face. I don't see a reason why I need to like loot the guy as I shot him in the face. Like, couldn't we wait like, a second until after we finished shooting him in the face before we're like already trying to loot his corpse? Like, imagine how rude it would be to like shoot a guy and then already have your hands like grabbing his stuff before his body even hits the ground. Like, it's just like, yep, I know you're still alive and you're just bleeding out right now, but I'm gonna take all your crap. So it's kind of rude. Like, maybe like at least wait like a few seconds, and honor the warrior that they were as you took them out. So I guess there was a path that went up from the other side, but didn't let me up. It may have been an enemy that was in the way. So that's pretty common. Yeah, I think there might be like a homunculus above me, and it's not letting me through. Okay, cool. Let's try a Begone then. Begone! Did it work? I don't hear the noise anymore, but oh, finally, it's letting me climb up. There we go. Yeah, I love when an enemy's flying above you. You literally can't climb, and it's like, what? Why? Why not? Scam, I kind of need to climb. Ooh, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. Swing. Whew. Oh, God, they still almost killed me. That feels like a moment where I need to save, because that would have been bad if I died there. At all. This section seems to go a bit further than I expected it to from just that random hidden door. But apparently it's quite large. Okay, well, this could potentially be one of the right ways to go. Or again, it could just lead to a treasure room. Oh, panic kill. Oh, again. Your punches do a lot of damage for a ghost. It's kind of crazy. Alright, there's another hole here. Does it go further than this room? Maybe? Yeah. It clearly goes at least this far. But where does it go from here? This way, over to this way, over to this way, and the homunculus that's in the way and won't let me climb up. Understandable. Alright, well, again, the only thing we can do if something's above us is Begone. So, Begone! Thank you. It's a good thing we have that spell. Ah, I was right. It did all lead to a treasure room. Money and crystal. Tiny bit of money. money and amulets. We're going to get entirely filled up on gear way before we make it to the bottom of this dungeon. And I guess that was probably it. So we came all this way to get that. Cool. So we started like here. That tiny little secret entrance went quite a distance. So now we need to make our way back over to that section then. Great. So we're going to have to travel all that we just did, but now in reverse. Yay. Finally, that was like a quick way I could like teleport. I'm a wizard who doesn't have the capabilities of teleporting. I'm a terrible wizard, you know? I'm a terrible wizard. What kind of wizard can't teleport? Especially what kind of 20th level wizard can't teleport? Like, Jesus. I'm a 20th level wizard. I should be casting like massive like wish spells and stuff and like rearranging the fabric of the cosmos. But all I do is fire like a spell at a guy and he die. Oh, that was kind of close a little bit. Let's try not to fall in lava again, please. I'm glad we didn't die too quickly though. Give me a save while we're going. Yeah, it would have been a little awkward if we just fell straight in there and then died. Let's just like look on the bright side. That didn't happen. It could have happened, but it didn't. All right, go this way. Go up here. We probably do need like a spell that like actually reduces like damage from things like fire and lava and stuff. I've never really used a spell that does that. I just make it so that I can like redirect all magic when I can make myself resistant to certain types of effects instead. Was there a door here? Yes. This is in fact where the door was. I keep getting caught though. Thank you. Alright, we are back past the door. So now we have to head back over a bit and then back down. Alright, so we go this way and then down this corridor. And we continue going down as far as possible for a little bit. And then where are we going from here? Just further straight for a little bit to actually see the edge of that wall because I think it wasn't shown. Yep, there we go. And now we can go up and to the right. Okay. Oops, that for some reason immediately went left. That was an accident. My finger was just on the wrong keep. Alright. So that's of course blocked. So we're going this way. Random enemy. Go away, homunculus. And then presumably we're heading the right way now. Yes. Okay, so this is a section we've not yet explored. There's also a section a bit more north that we haven't done. I suppose we'll have to head up there then. Especially since this seems to have led to a dead end pretty quickly. Alright, so this is not the correct way. Thanks! The problem is these diagonal bit. It's very annoying because when you walk past them, you just get caught. The game does not really work with those well. So it's annoying how many exist in this dungeon. So we need to go a bit more north and then head over to the east. So a bit more north, then east. Now the enemy, murder you. Bunch more ghosts, get rid of them. Is this another dead end or is there something I can go through on that pit? The pit seems to lead back that way, which is probably not useful then. No. Alright, so this is again a dead end that did not lead to where we need to go. Great. This is going well. Get rid of the ghost. Go a bit more north. Ooh, iron golems. That's at least promising. Iron golems usually means we've not been to somewhere before. Nope, that's... Yeah, again, that's destroying walls. I'm not trying to destroy a wall right now. Bracers. At some point we can actually change out our braces to something more useful. Because we're still using braces we've had since like the beginning of the game. Save. I don't know if there's any like other useful types of things. No, I didn't mean travel. Left click, please. Yeah, so there might be a way up north and then to the right here. That goes up there. And there is a door with another iron golem. What is this, a Minecraft village? We're filled with a lot of iron golems here. So we've already been at least a little up that way. We've not actually been all the way up that way. So let's at least walk a little bit here so that we have the... Oop, crap. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Don't like that. Ooh, can you perish already? I think I'm not hitting him because he's like partially in existence and partially not. So it wasn't actually letting me touch the guy. The volcano is an iron farm. It very much might be. I would not be surprised by that with how much bloody iron golems are here. Go away. Oh, another one. Hey, bud. Go away. Thank you. And some more gold. Alright. So do we want to continue heading this way or that way? That is the question, isn't it? Panic heal twice, then try to climb out. This is fine. I can heal myself like faster than I can die to lava. It's not a problem. It's clearly not a problem, you know? It's not a problem. So yeah, this leads mostly up to where we've already been, I think. But it would still be useful to make sure if there's any other path that led off of the opening section. You see a ghost! Oh god! It's a ghost! So is this the entrance? Yep. Alright, so we have found our way back to the entrance, so we've now explored the way that leads to there. Great, that's so useful. That's just that door. There's another door here somewhere. Yeah, is that a hidden one? It's along this path. It's lower than this. Where are you? There you are. This place is filled with a lot of hidden passageways. Very interesting indeed. Let's just lead out here. I don't know if we've been here though. Okay, so it's a hidden passageway that leads to there. Cool, sure, why not? Alright. We explored everything that we had to explore up there. So now we can... That was just the thing closing behind me, I think. Alright, good. So what's worrying when you hear that sort of noise is like... Was that a door opening or closing? Because they sound pretty similar. And one is significantly more concerning than the other. Yes. Can we jump into this? If we can jump into this, it might lead to where we need to go anyway. Money. And then the door. Which also implies that that is not the route. Okay, then. Maybe there's a route there. There is a route there. There's nothing down there. That was all a dead ender on that side. There could be something past this lava. We'd have to get over it, though. The edge of that could lead further into that way as well. That's highly possible. Alright, well, I guess for now we have to head back up to there. I am getting very lost inside this dungeon. I'm not really finding a way that's actually leading me forward to where I need to go. What a bastard, am I right? What a bastard. Hello, how goes the Elder Scrolling? Well, we're trying to find our way through a volcano, and so far we're not really finding a lot of open routes. You no longer doubt the involvement of the Mage Guild in this quest. Obviously, Nightblade was sent by them to stop you at all costs. Also, that keeps happening. Where are you? There you are. Go away. I have nothing to do with your stupid Mages Guild. I can't even do your quest. Your quest is broken. Alright, so let's walk directly across there and see if there was a path at the end of this, or if that was just a wall that hasn't been shown. Seems like there might be something here. Yeah, there's definitely a path. Okay. So, what's through this path? Looks like some homunculuses. Some gold. But is there a way down to the next floor over here? So I really could use a way down to the next floor, you know? I really could use a way down. Give me the thing. Another mark. We're gonna run out of inventory slots, I think, probably very soon. Ooh, there is another path here. I was worried this was just a single room, but yep, there is a bit more that goes that way. Okay, this could lead somewhere. Hellhounds, haven't seen you yet in this dungeon. Tiny little pathway around here. Probably just leads back to one of the rooms we just were in. Yep, it's not helpful. Who was just shooting at me? Oh, God, those guys. I hate those guys. They do so much damage. Okay, it's fine. They're way scarier with their melee attacks than they are with their range and their mages, which is, you know, so normal and reasonable and what you'd expect. The Hellhound. So yeah, this kind of... Ooh, it actually showed me what the other one led to. So yeah, I went the right way. But we definitely need to go this way, because that just seems to be a tiny room. Okay, so somewhere around here... At least probably has to be a way that leads to somewhere we've not been yet. Because we need to find the way down to the next floor, and it has to be in this section. Because I don't really see any other paths that don't connect to this section. So I really just went the very wrong way at the start of this dungeon, I guess. Because I started by going into this room that led into here, and I guess I just didn't go this way. Oops. Ooh, not out of inventory slots yet. Though again, every single time I pick up an item, I'm assuming it's going to say, you don't have an inventory. Your inventory's full. You suck. You can't do anything. You're not going to amount to anything. You're pointless. Why would my inventory tell me all of these things? Also, there was a path that led from here as well. So we can confirm that all those paths existed. Alright, every path that we assumed could exist, did exist. But so far, almost all of them have been useless because they all lead to the same area. Great. So now we need to go up to that other section. There's a bit of lava over to it, though. Crap. Do you know what that just showed us? Uno Reverse is no longer active, because I almost just died to that spell. Thanks, bud. You want to shoot me again? I need mana back. I need mana back. A little more. Thank you. I'm just using you as a mana battery. Save, please. Okay. So we can go through this way. There's no treasure or anything over that way. Now we're in yet another slightly new area. So somewhere from here should hopefully lead to the way down to the next floor. So that's entirely pointless section. Let's, again, try not to fall in lava again. It's happened a bit too many times already for my liking. Also, please stop getting caught on these walls. Okay, so this goes around there. Oh, bunch more of these guys. Oh, I really should be spelling them because it's way too dangerous to be close to them. Get you down. Give me a heal. Yeah, I should just shoot you in the face with a spell. At least that way I'm not putting myself at risk. It's a little bit smarter. Okay, so there's a slight maybe more route over that way. But this... Oh, ghost. This does look a bit more promising, maybe. Oh, we can also do this anyway. Well, there we go. So that kind of led into this. So it's basically 2 routes to get into this section, I guess. Yes. So presumably something from this room is going to be helpful then. Oh, another one of you. Ugh, please stop hitting me so badly. Oh, you're a bit too close right now. You're going to hit me with melee regardless. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're probably not, but we're mostly fine. Maybe not, but we're kind of fine. We're a little fine. We're somewhere on the fine spectrum. Maybe. Very confident, aren't I? Come on, I need to get back a little bit for the game to let me jump. No. Maybe I can't jump up this one? No, it's not letting me jump. Okay, so I can't jump up there. Cool. It looks like a path. So why can't I jump it? There was another path that led up that way. Ooh, I missed that. Okay, well we can try that way then, if we can't, for whatever reason, climb up there. I don't see me jump anywhere in this room right now. Why is it inconsistent when it comes to jumping? Can I jump this? No, I don't think I can jump right now. Why can I not jump? There we go. Okay, what if I try again now? Can I jump? There we go, okay. I love when game mechanics just decide to not work for no reason. Ooh, we have a fire demon. Hello, fire demon. My spell didn't work, fire demon. I guess I'll come down here then. Alright, hello, fire demon. Goodbye. Well, I think I forgot that. I think fire demons take like 2 spells. They're a little bit stronger. Oh, I missed. I'm also caught. I literally can't move right now, so this is fine. Shoot him again. He still didn't die. I fell in lava. Okay. This is bad. This is not great. Honestly, this is very bad. Alright, we're alive. He just hit me with a fire sword. There we go. Alright. We took out the fire demon. They're a little bit stronger than some of the other things we have to fight. But it's fine. We survived. And that's what matters, you know? And we got the XP for killing another fire demon. Again, we haven't run into any liches or vampires. There's supposed to be... Ooh, there's another door in there? Zoop. They really love that secret doors, don't they? Somewhere along here? Well, it has to be one of these 2. They're the only ones that aren't on the lava. Alright. A treasure room again. Why aren't I on the ground? Why am I still in the air? Game? Game? Shouldn't I drop? Yeah, game. Game. How am I supposed to grab the treasure if I'm not, you know, on the ground? Game. This seems like a slight problem. Because I can't click them where how low they are. Portal flag glitching still, I see. Apparently. Problem is, you stop a portal flag glitch by crouching. This game doesn't have a crouch mechanic. So there's not really a lot I could do about this. Interesting. So I can definitely fall when I go to here. Okay. Well, if I go down, back up, and then try to fall again? No, you just straight up can't fall into this room. That is weird. I have another plan, though. What if I try to destroy one of the walls? Because maybe I can fall here. Ingenious! So we can't fall on this. It's probably because there's treasure. We probably can't fall, like, on top of the treasure. That'd be my assumption, because treasure is on every single spot in this room. That's probably it. Treasure. Treasure! Treasure! Wow, this is not great treasure. It was just a little bit of gold. Oh! I wanted, like, some ebony gear or something. You couldn't give me ebony gear even here in this, like, super secret hidden treasure room? I had to fight a fire demon to get in here. You just gave me a tiny bit of gold. So way to leave here. Open door. I'm caught. Jump. There we go. Like, why did we never try that technique in Portal? You know, like, just completely just tear down a wall. Like, come on. Why did we never think of trying that? It's a much better plan. Oh, we're such idiots, aren't we? Such idiots. Where does this lead? Over to here. Yeah. Okay, where do we need to go, though? We need to get back up there, so not really going this way. This will lead us in the wrong direction. Okay, so we need to get back up to the other bit. There's a homunculus there. Hey, a bud. Bye, a bud. Jump. Get back in, please. No, I said back on the thing. Thank you. Was it this way? No, we still got the wrong way. Great. This is so useful. Let me just... Oh, I want to walk to the edge of that room just to make sure it's fully visible on the map. Ow. How many times am I going to... Ow. 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 Scorch myself in lava. Apparently quite a lot. The game won't let me jump right now. It's being very annoying. Can I get back up in there, please, game? Game, can I... Game? Game. Game. I need the ability to jump right now, game. Walking off into lava is not very useful here, Thank you. Oh, so helpful there, game. So helpful. So what's the route that actually leads up to there? It's around the corner and then up. Okay. That's what I should have paid attention to. So it's around there. Up through there. Alright. Back in this room. So now if we go into the other lava room, which was probably around this corner, we can get to what is likely a hidden entrance because I don't think we saw a door. Was it here? Yeah, so I think there's a hidden door at the top of this. There it is. And hopefully this continues on to a helpful path. That does look semi-promising. It looks like a fancy sort of entranceway, so sure, let's go this way first. Panic heal. Alright, another hidden door. Is this a section that we've seen or seen somewhere that goes to it? Yes, we have kind of seen a way that led to here, so it's two paths that lead to the same area, which again could be promising. I cannot jump, so I give up trying to explore the rest of that. This seems like a slight problem. The door's not open. How do I... There we go, okay. So how do I open the door right now? I need to be close enough to open said door. Which is a little bit of a problem when you're on the other side of a ledge. But thanks, game. Ooh, this chamber looks to be some sort of crypt. Vampire is regenerating. Yes. I did keep saying I wanted to fight a vampire, and guess what I have? A wooden stick. Okay, it's an insult to my abilities. Is the vampire on the other side, though? I feel like probably. Are you in here? You are! It's a vampire stick. And that is how you kill a vampire. Did anyone else see a sudden flicker of something there right up? Death beam! Oh, it had a key on it. I am glad I randomly clicked on the vampire. Apparently it had a bloody key. Okay. Cool. They need to stop... And there we go, inventory is full. They need to stop putting things just on, like, random enemies. Because how am I supposed to know what enemies carry? Most enemies don't carry anything usable, so I don't usually loot most enemies. But sometimes certain enemies have actually key important quest items. And it's kind of hard to know which ones do or do not. You literally go, brrr. Indeed. Okay. So where do we go from here? So we found a key before we found a door for the key. That's always kind of a problem, because now it's like, okay, we have a key. Now we've got to find said door. Look up, please. Thank you. Okay, so I think they can die to one of those. You just got to make sure you definitely hit them. Well, there's a door over there. You think that one needs a key, or is that one just going to be a standard door? Fire demon. I sure did. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it was just a door that was basically in the same room, and it leads down to the next floor. Finally, floor 2. Whew. It was quite a time-consuming one. This level seems hotter, as if a great fire... Thank you. Thank you for always removing the thing. I love not being able to hear the probably important dialogue that might explain things about what's going on. I just love not hearing that. No hidden doors? Nope. Okay. Very, very fun. It's still weird that hidden doors show up on the map, though, because presumably I'm drawing the map myself as I'm walking around, but I'm not looking for hidden doors when I'm, like, feeling around the walls and stuff. I just check the map and it tells me where they are. So somehow I notice there's a hidden door while walking around, don't mention it to myself, don't use the hidden door, and then open up my map and be like, all right, I wrote down a hidden door over there. I should use that hidden door. How did you figure out where the hidden door was? I guess I just have a sense for these sort of things as a nightbed, you know? I'm an amazing thief. I know where to find treasure. I find all secret entrances, because secret entrances always lead to treasure. Yes, that's totally how everything always works. Mm-hmm. Totally. Ow, my face. Shoot with that. Yes, I get it. Nothing usable. When do they ever have something usable? Alright. Crap. I think they murdered each other, though. Well, they murdered... Not each other. They murdered themselves on me. But close enough. Ooh, gold flecks the hot walls of these passages. Damn it. Lending credibility to the legends of dwarven wealth beneath. Why are you such a pain about this bloody on-screen text? I walked back to where it seemed like I needed to be to make it reappear. That still disappeared and I had to go somewhere else. It's a pain. Like, the biggest problem is still like the ones that you get when you enter the dungeon, though, because they don't make those reappear based on when you walk around. You just have to be lucky and hope you read those immediately. Ow. Death beam. Thank you. Kill me. Honestly, probably reset out Uno Reverse, because it's kind of likely to run out soon. And give me that as well. Thank you. Oh, thank you for restoring my mana. I needed that. Okay. Just keep going down random directions right now. I'll stop paying attention to the map when we reach dead ends. Left. It does mean we might miss hidden doors, though, if I don't look at the map all the time. It's fine. Again, we'll pay attention once we reach a dead end. Or we'll happen to make it to the next floor completely on accident, you know? Tento and a bracelet. Gold pieces and a mark. No, I did want the gold blizz. Thank you. And I think that was it. Okay. What was that? Homunculus? There you guys are. Understood. Alright. I could hear the wing flaps, but I couldn't see a homunculus. A terrifying combination. Nope, stop trying to destroy doors. Destroy doors, make doors by destroying walls. Because the spell's called doors, my brain always goes, yes, the spell that makes doors. It's like, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really destroy doors. It doesn't really make doors. It breaks walls. So it makes passages, or like doorways, not necessarily like doors themselves. It's kind of like different sort of concepts. Though a carpentry spell that just literally just makes a door in front of you would be funny. Give me this. Thank you. Swing, 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 swing. Go around. Swing, swing, swing. You've damaged me a lot. Please don't. Please don't hit me so hard. I cannot take it. Well, I guess I vaguely can take it. I can only just barely take it, and it's not great. Because if I don't pay attention, I could easily die. Did you just open a second door for me? Thank you. Okay. We're definitely starting to get to some like sort of more dead-end sort of sections, but we're still going a little bit further for now. God, these are some very tough enemies we're just constantly fighting right now. I would die immediately if I was here at the early game. Okay, death beam. I'm glad I've developed like the muscle memory to know where all the hotkeys are. Because at this point, I don't think I'd survive if I was manually clicking the buttons. I have to be pushing the hotkeys to actually pause us quick enough. More ghosts. Okay, maybe I should actually look at the map now, because, yeah, we're still in a section that we've not fully explored yet. Did we see anything important on our way? Not necessarily, but there have been some other pathways. So for now, we're still going in a direction we haven't been. So it should be fine until we actually reach a proper dead end. Okay, they're gone. Another one of you. It was like quicker to cast my death beam every time. Around here's a big open room. Let's check the other section first then. Another one of you. Death beam, my friend. It went through your legs, my friends. It went through your legs again, my friends. Can my spell stop going through their legs? Thank you. Also, Lumos just ran out. Lumos, please. Can my spell stop doing that, though? How many times today have we had spells just go between people's legs? It's like, please stop. I would greatly appreciate if my spells didn't do that and just, hit the people I aimed at. For sure. Thanks, spells. You're such a pal. Oh, everyone does so much damage, though. Do we need a shield spell? We might need to cast our shield spell, because we're just taking so much damage all the time down here. Okay, well, so long as we've got max mana, we can afford to cast it. Where are you? You should be higher than this. Oh, I saw you for a second. There you are. Go on, stop going too high. But down. A little bit. Flat as justice. There we go. Alright, so we now have a shield spell active. We don't have any mana, but hopefully we run into a mage before a, golem that hits us in the face. Especially an iron golem, because I guess stone golems are technically kind of mages. There we go. Where do you stand here? Shoot me. Mana, please. Mana. Delicious mana. Thank you. A little bit more. Oh, thank you. Really topped me off here. Such a pal. Alright, I'll be moving on. Sorry about that. Okay, so got that door up there. So there's a hidden door here. There it is. Okay. That's quite... Ooh. In this chamber you see a fire demon. And what else? Because I saw the fire demon bit. And what else? I feel like the second half of that was probably more important than the fire demon. There is a key. Maybe it was the mention about the key? Just swing at him then. Fine. My spells just keep missing these big guys. They're massive. How am I missing them? Yeah, there is a key in here. Okay, I mean, I'll take a sapphire key. That's at least helpful. Okay. I'm assuming it probably meant something about like a pedestal with a key or something of those sort of lines. Good. Understood. Alright. Stop falling in lava, please. At this point, I'm pretty confident. Tempted to just do this. There we go. Just do a levitate spell. Because we can't jump. Maybe the word I was looking for is convinced. Convinced that we need a levitate spell. That's probably what I was trying to say. Not confident. I'm pretty confident. Maybe actually. I'm confident that we need a levitate spell. That also works. Okay, maybe confident was the right word. I didn't know where my brain was going with it, honestly. And I'm like, what were you trying to say, brain? It's like, oh, actually, no, most of the ways that you were going to say that would have worked. You said understood after I heard say understood in a different video. Understood. Okay, so there's not really a lot up there. Is there anywhere that's lava led, though? Because it seems to have like a vague path that goes down. I'm not sure if I can swim through lava, though. I mean, yes, I can. I'm definitely capable of doing so. But I'm not sure it's smart to attempt to do so, you know? Yeah, it seems like this time the door is not near where the enemy was. Interesting they had a fire demon guard this one, because again, I already fought a fire demon earlier. Do we need to go more north? Because there's definitely a route that way. I mean, we're up here already. I feel like we might as well. Alright, let's see if there's a path that leads somewhere from up at the north section. Have I looted you? I have not. This is the section we avoided a second ago, isn't it? Yep. It does lead into the same sort of section I was just seeing, though. Hey, bud, go away. I think if this would have solved my problem with that door that I was having trouble opening, I could have just flown up into the air and then just opened it this way. Oh yeah, I should remember that in future if I get into one of those situations again. They usually don't have hidden doors like across a gap. Usually it's just in front of you. I did not notice you guys when I walked past. Perish. Thank you. Perish. Thank you. Wow, you died a lot quicker than your friend. Maybe I was hitting him on accident while I was trying to hit the other one. Nothing there. Okay. Ow. Okay, I didn't take any damage from the lava though. You know what that means? I think my shield might be defending me from lava as well. It also means I probably just destroyed a lot of my shield. That's fine. Death beam you. Another key? It is. You've had a ruby key. So we found the sapphire key and the ruby key. Okay. That's probably helpful. Question still remains, what doors are these keys for? Because we've not really encountered anything door-like yet. Very interesting. They've been quite hidden, though. It's also possible we only need one of the keys, not both of the keys, because we definitely had situations before where we didn't actually need to collect every key. Yeah, gold flex again. For some reason, this dungeon is being very repetitive with this dialogue as we walk around. So it's not very usual. Normally, they'd have, like, here's the line, and then they just don't say it past that point. But currently, it's like, no, every single time. It's like the same line, same line, same line, same line. Yes, I get it. The passageways, the soot and stuff. Ooh, the ruby key. To pass the first portal, thou must find the ruby key. Did. So it was literally directly forward from the starting position. Oh, I guess we didn't come up here. Second portal, you must find the sapphire key. Uh-oh. For the third one, we must find the crystal key. Great. I was hoping it would only be 2 keys, but you know, video game rule of 3s. Great, okay. So somewhere here... Ooh, is there 4? On the map, we can clearly see 4. Great. Okay, so we found 2 keys. There are 2 more keys on this floor. At least, because then it looks like that's the room we're going to. That could also be where the piece of Staff of Chaos is. We're looking for 2 more keys. Okay. We're gonna have to explore every single spot of this. Hello, the real stars! Okay, so it's somewhere in here is 2 more keys. Is there anything further up that way? I don't think that really leads in any more, but we might have to check just in case. We can't let ourselves not get the keys, so yeah, probably should check in case there is something more to that room. So we'll just circumnavigate the entire edge of the room. Come on, come on. Do 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 do. Do ba do ba do 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 do. Boo ba do boo ba do ba do ba do boo ba do ba do boo 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 do do do. There we go. Morning day, well afternoon for you. I slept in. Afternoon for me. It's 11 p.m. I'm not sure it's afternoon anymore. We are 1 hour from midnight. Okay, so definitely nothing else in that room. So we can confirm that was 1 key. Maybe we should keep track on the map. That might be more useful. Okay, so this was where the ruby? Did we find ruby second? Yeah, I think we found ruby second. So this is where we found the ruby key. That does not really look great though. Can I write that anywhere better? Maybe up here would be better, so it's not like in the lava. Ruby key. There we go. So the ruby key was inside that room. I believe this room may have been where the other one was. I don't fully remember. I know it was a lava section. Was it that one? It was probably that one. Yeah, I think it was here. So that's when we found the sapphire key. Okay. So the question becomes, where is the crystal key and the other key? Yeah, that's the only section that sort of looks right. It could be down there. That's definitely a section of lava. Could also be somewhere there. I don't think we necessarily saw a pathway there, though. Could try that. We could try that. Wow, I thought you were streaming from Britain for some reason. My mistake. No, I'm streaming from Australia, mate. Alright, so we can head a little bit further this way to check that section. East. But it says in the playlist of my things that I stream at 10 p.m. AEDT. So, like, my time zone has been permanently listed on the homepage of my channel the whole time. Grab fell. So is there any sort of other pathways that can be led from here? So there's definitely something up there. where do we access that from? Is it inside this room or inside the other room? It's probably from inside the other room, because I'm not seeing a lot of path here, unless there's something that goes down from one of these. Not from there. Oh, there is a secret passageway here that can lead to this section again. Not exactly a very helpful passage thing, but it was present. Okay, so how is this in relation to where the lava is? Yeah, it's just around that corner. Okay, it does look like there may have been another path in there, though. Where am I looking? South. Yes, there is. Okay. Is there anything at the end of this pathway, though? Okay, that's where it leads out. Let's just check all the edges then first. It goes there, and then here, then this way, then that way, and then over here goes back out again. And then here. Okay. So that's a pretty long series of pathways that can all lead to random various areas. And maybe, if we're lucky, a key. A key would be incredibly helpful. Secret door? No? No? Alright. It looks like kind of surprising when you see like a corridor like that just blocked off. It's like, oh, not a secret door. Well, carry on then, I guess. Carry on then. Okay, wrong one. So where are we going from here then? Because it seems like most of this section is kind of useless. Does it go a bit more south? It's like maybe it might go a bit further this way. Is this a pathway we've explored in this? No, not really. Does that lead up to the other bit we saw earlier then? Oh, these are some long tunnels. Big long tunnel system. That is promising though. A big long tunnel system definitely could lead us to something useful. Nothing. I occasionally check in with another streamer in Australia, and Joker referred to him as the man from the future. He will stream Sunday mornings for him, Saturday nights for me. Fair. Yeah. Like, being in Australia always kind of feels that way, honestly. It's like, there are times just like, oh, yes. Everyone is saying it's that day. It's like, oh, it's actually the next day. It's like, ah, yes, here's everyone celebrating Christmas the day after Christmas. It's like, yep, that's really fun. So yeah, we need to go a little bit more east. Whoop. So I was like looking at a free trial that was like gonna expire, and it's like it expires on like the 25th, but I'm like, yeah, but is that 25th in like American time zone or like my time zone? Because I'm just like staring at being like, the top of your email says not the current date, it says the day before, which might mean it's the 26th and not the 25th. April Fools are the worst for it. Looks at next week. Yeah, because it's just like, it's literally just not April Fools for us, but then it's April Fools literally everywhere. So it's like, but it's not even April Fools anymore, you bastards! There could be something there, actually. Yeah, it could be something useful there. So we saw that while we were down in the tunnel, but yeah, that could actually be really helpful. So we got in the tunnel from here, right? Yeah. So we need to go there. So just try to stick as south as possible for now. South, around. I can't wait for tomorrow. Why can't you wait for tomorrow? This way, this way. Right there. This way, this way, this way. Minecraft update! How's that happen tomorrow? In this chamber, you see a lich and a diamond key. Okay, well, I guess this is where the diamond key is. Can you actually, like, have that dialogue, like, stay up for a little bit longer, though? Hey, lich! Oh, I missed. I said, hey, lich! Death pit. Did that may have also missed. Hey, lich! Death pit. I don't know if that one. Hey, lich. Thank you! Alright. So we found the diamond key. We still don't have the crystal key, though. It's still really be nice if they just, like, you know, change the color of these on the ground. Because they change color when you pick it up, but not on the ground. They just look the same, like, diamond key. Now it's an entirely different color. It's like completely logical. So where is the fourth key? Where's the fourth key? Because this section looked promising when I saw it, because I'm like, it's a big giant open space, which means it's likely to be one of the spots that has a key. But the question is, the other one. No, can't stop right-clicking that by on accident. Left-clicking. Thank you. So we had that one. We had that one. We have this one. There's an area there. There's an area there, both of which look promising. There's definitely more in this spot we've not even seen, so it could be something there. Yes, okay, let's, again, write down our thing. Diamond key! That's not very readable, but it's done now. Okay, so diamond key, sapphire key, and ruby key. We don't have really an easy way to get out of this section, do we? We might as well just break through a wall, then. Alright. Just go over here, go to this spot, and break straight through this wall. That seems the most efficient thing I can do here. Oh, it required more than one break. There we go. Alright, so that leads me back into this section that we've been before without having to go all the way around through the tunnels again, because screw those tunnels, honestly. I guess we should check if that leads down more than where it is, because that I can't really tell. I think that might already be a wall, though, but I think it's worth checking. So that was... like, ooh, crap. Hello, boys! Please go away. Thank you, boys. Am I going the right way? No, exact wrong direction. This way. So we're going like north and east. I'm pretty sure we're going south though. What were they south? Oh, there we go. We're actually in the right room already. Cool. So yeah, I think it was just this. Alright, so nothing here. Is there anything else connected to this room? No. So nothing up this way at all. Yeah. At least we probably explored it now. There is a room there that I guess we've not fully been to. Sure, let's try to make sure of that. Now again, it looks like a small room, and small rooms are not really the most helpful right now. Is that here? Yeah. Whoop. Can we actually probably have this explored? Thank you, that's pretty good enough, basically. Alright, just walk to the edge, and there we go. Anything in you? 84 gold pieces. I mean, sure, I might as well take it. Not that I'm going to use them for anything, but I might as well take it anyway. You never have enough gold. I'm not sure I'm strong enough to try Minecraft. It's where all the unspeakable horrors take place. People say insert horrible thing and in Minecraft, and somehow it's normal. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of unspeakable horror potential in Minecraft. But it is fun how in Minecraft can make everything okay, you know? I'm gonna go commit murder. In Minecraft. I played for too long. Fair. Yeah, I have played Minecraft since I was quite young. I still remember like my first house where it was like this barn that I'd like hollowed out the underneath. So you just walk into a barn and then it's just suddenly you drop down. And it's like, yes, it is a barn with a giant underground section, and the underground section is housing all the animals, and it's also where I live. And I'm like, yep, this is how you house. Sadly, one of my worlds is corrupted. Oh no! Where am I trying to go right now? I might be trying to go through a secret door. That might be what's screwing me up. Well, I'm just not paying attention and just like talking. Yep. I've been trying to walk through a secret door, but I just wasn't actually paying enough attention to know where it was. So again, was there a route that went through on this side of the room? No. Okay, we've now confirmed there's nothing there. There's still that red dot there, which is important. That is very important. We can check that north bit again. It's just interesting seeing that there, because it feels like there must be a path that leads there from somewhere. But where? Put that little bit there, and we have this little bit here. Yeah, but it's entirely underneath. Don't feel bad, it happened to the Demiurge too, a joke only ancient Gnostic Christians would get. The target audience is long dead, good job. Yeah, I mean, it's totally fine and reasonable when your target audience is dead. The rumors of the Mage Guild's hostility towards your activity seem to be true. The battlemage bears the traditional colors of the guilds. Buds. I am busy in a volcano trying to save the Emperor. I don't care about your little scuffle about that stupid broken side quest. So screw off. It's like, what even is that side quest? It's like mentioned somewhere here. Yeah, I've been recovered by Kasik, King of Ebonheart. Recovery is note from the Underking of Right Parkeep. Our representative will be waiting for me at the Conclave of Mercy, which they weren't. But for some reason, because of this, they keep trying to murder me. So please, screw off. Uh-oh. This seems very dangerous. This seems incredibly dangerous. Why am I doing this? This seems stupid. This seems incredibly stupid. Restore. 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 Flatter's justice. Restore. Restore. Okay, then keep going. See, this is very, very stupid. Why am I swimming through lava? Because I can, you know? Because it's important that I do. I need to make sure I get as much mana as possible right now, though. Because I need to be able to heal myself in a moment's notice the second I start taking damage again. Alright, give me that. Why am I swimming through a lava lake? Why am I... Oh, crap. Oh, that is... Yeah, my health is being drained so fast, it's getting through my entire shield in such a short time period there. Oop, I did not mean to cast Your Endurance is Mine. I meant to do that. Yeah, we need to be at max mana to be able to cast that spell to be able to keep us alive inside this lava, but we are out. Oh, Jesus. Ah. Okay, that was painful. I just got very, very burnt. But hey, let here. Yay! Now that was a massive waste of mana, so I should probably mine my way out because that will actually honestly use less. Great. Alright, so the worlds are from Xbox 360 and one of my worlds couldn't be copied because for some reason instead of a snow ravagin, it's a plain ravagin. Is that ravine? I assume it's ravine. Interesting. Is that ravine or a raven? Like, I think it's probably ravine, because ravine's a pretty standard Minecraft thing. And the seed is the same on the first one. Fair. I mean, like a scar in the ground that's deep. Yes, a ravine. But yeah, I just like, yes. A ravagin, a raven, a something else of some variety. Alright. So which is the way that leads here easiest? I think it's, yeah, here. Okay, so we'll do this one. So I didn't know if ravagin is Dutch. Fair. So we want to go down to then over, I think. Doors. Okay. And then we can go wrong way. West. This way a little bit. And we have saved ourselves from our horrible lava demise. Although, my flesh is probably not in a great state after walking through all of that lava. Everybody's day I learned the Dutch ravine. Indeed. I'm going to forget it, but indeed. Do you think that leads to another room? There could be another room there. There could be another room there. Now to find a way to work to end a conversation with someone from the Netherlands. Indeed. What's the best way to do that? You just go, your ass looks like an amazing ravagin. Perfection. Alright, so I think we need to go very south for now. I don't think this section's very helpful. I think wherever it is, it's probably down the south section. Even though there might be another room that lava probably does lead to. It's more likely to be around treasure room. Okay, so how do we get down there? I'm going to teach you Dutch, but believe me, Dutch is sometimes just brain error. Fair. I have friends in many countries, yet I don't think I know any Dutch people. Oh no. You have to go meet a Dutch person, Chris. Just, I don't know where we find it, but yes. Yes. I think surprisingly I have known like maybe up to the 3 Dutch people. I have had like several Dutch people in my stream chats before. I think like some of my old usual people that used to watch like all my streams back on Twitch. I think I had like 1 or 2 Dutch people back then. Whoop. Climb back up, please. +1 to Dutch people being known. Brings the count to 1. Congratulations. Okay. The most useful of sections right now. We can just go through though. We can mine through on the other side. Just create a more helpful like sort of hub area for getting through the other sections using this. Doors! What is it good for? Absolutely doors! Say it again! Door! What is it good for? Doors. Doors good for doors. getting through a wall. That's what doors are good for. So Dutch people are from the Netherlands. Where does Holland fit in? Just joking, being dense on purpose. Fair. Also, try to say kaas. Kaas equals cheese. Cool. I think it would have been here. Maybe. So that looks already looted. Probably. Okay, let's just make sure we go around the very edges of the walls to make sure we see anything that's through the other side. Okay, so there's nothing there, but there is something more north of where we are. So we'll head up that way, then try to go around, and somewhere there might be a key. A key would be very, and I do mean very useful right about now. So we can head down this way, over to this way, do like a jagged pattern so we can hit all of the walls. Enemies! I think I died. Boop, boop. This is very disorientating to do. And there's also a golem. Hey golem, perish please. You didn't. Why do I keep missing the stupid golems? Why do I keep missing you? Also, ow. Uno reverse. Your spells are mine. Oh, we don't have enough spell points for your spells are mine. That's the worst. Because I think it gives us more spell points. Restore my spell, please. Thank you. Save. There we go. Jump. Alright, some gold over there. Jump. Almost went a bit too far there. Let's be careful. Make sure we explore the walls, fall back in lava, you know? Great plans, honestly. Great plans all the way around. We should probably use our Fire's Justice spell again. That might be a smart plan. Okay. There's a hidden door here. That's out of the side. This side. Well, this seems promising. Alright. Also, a thing that is super popular among the people in the Netherlands who were born before 2016, I think, is the show called is that Bassie and Adriaan? My prior exposure to any Dutch were the names given to ships in Sid Meier's Pirates. Fair. So we have a door over here that leads into this room. Oh, I'm surprised I actually hit that other one. I expected to miss him entirely because it was a bit too far over the lava, but no, apparently we can swing at that. Okay. Behind the cellar, you see Medusa and a crystal key glittering from a pedestal on your right. Hey, Medusa. How are you? I might use this spell right now. Shoot me, please. Mana me. Come on, mana me. Yeah, it's also a thing. Sadly, I wasn't really interested in naming boats. I was more into gaming. I love boats, though. The best name for a boat is, as always, Boaty McBoatface. That's what you gotta call it. Every boat, right? It's the greatest boat name. Okay, so it seems over here. There it is. We have found the crystal key. Lava. Say please. All right. We have all of the keys that we're required to have. This is good. So now I guess we've got to get back over to where the doors were, which I think is north of us, right? Yeah. Directly north. There is a room to the south that we haven't explored. All right, fine. I'll go south first. Hey, buds. Because maybe we can level up and we can murder a bit more. Well, I now know enough Dutch to name a ship the Cheese Ravine. Perfection. Yes, this ship, it, swims through cheese. Yes, we'll travel the cheese seas in our cheese ravine boat. Perfection. Ella got mad at me for using the Zelda soundboard on the Discord server in Kingdom Hearts. Amazing. Was that on this side? Was the way out? Yeah, it is. Come on, exit the thing. It just keeps opening up the thing. Keeps opening up the right words to name things on the map instead of actually just clicking the exit buttons I'm trying to do. Alright, so we have to now go north, then east, to then go north, to then go west. As you do. So this way? It may be this way. Then maybe this way. There's a bloody wraith in here again. Okay, probably not this way then if we ran into that. Yeah, was a bit more north. Okay. God, I got entirely caught on both sides of the room there. Alright, then we go west, then we go north, then we go west, then presumably probably south, and then west, and then south, and then west, and then wherever those doors were. I think they're here. There we go. Okay. The first door, ruby key, done. The second door, sapphire key, done. The third door, crystal key. There we go. Done. The fourth door. That's 5 doors. That's 5 doors. That's 5 doors. Alright, we gotta go find another key. We found the diamond key before we found the amethyst key, so we can't even get to the end one yet. Alright, great. Useful, totally what I required. Okay, we should specify that this is where we found one of the other keys. That was where we found the something key. What was the crystal, right? I think it was crystal. Crystal key. Okay, so crystal key was there, the diamond key was there, the sapphire key was there, and the ruby key was there. So where's the other one? Where's the other one? Could be there, but I hope not. Nothing seems to lead there. That looks promising. Okay, we'll head down there then. Great. Alright, we're gonna have to do another big travel. Goodbye, random doors, whichever direction you are. I'm completely lost already. So we can head north, but I think we need to go south anyway. Yeah, I think we should probably go south. I don't think the program from the north is really going to get us there quick up. But the show called Bassie and Adrian is like a clown. Bassie and Acrobat Adrian is a kid's show to learn things. Cool. Alright, so this is where the main starting room was. Then we go this way, I think. Or is it the other way? Yeah, I think we have to go from this side because this is where we came from. Okay. So we head back up this way. Go back down south. Head down any of these ways. Bit more south. Bit more east. Bit more south. Oh yeah, 2 more weeks until Daylight Save begins. Finally. Yes, it ends like the day before the next Monday collab stream. That's lovely. So we went a bit too far. Yeah, we need to go a bit more north. Oops. We took a slightly wrong turn at one point there. Go this way. Go this way. Go this way. And then this way. Alright, so you're gonna go down that way. South, 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 south. Round this way to go more south. Where am I now? This room. Okay, now I can go more north. Alright, so go around the corner. Then we head north. Navigating. My favorite. So somewhere around here is when we start getting to the sections that we haven't been. Okay. Yeah, it's just a little bit further and then around the corner. So down here. Around this corner. Was that the right corner? It was the right corner. Okay, it's just that there's probably a hidden door. Alright. Hidden door. Go through. And there's another door somewhere across here, I think. Hello? As promised, a door of the hidden variety. Yeah, it's basically where I am. It's just like one to my left. Hello? There we go. It is you. So this might be where the final key is. It said something, but yeah, in this chamber, it's probably vampires regenerating. In this chamber is a vampire, yada yada, vampire, missed entirely. Fire again, vampire, there we go, vampire turned to hash. And here we go. The final key. Give it to me! The amethyst key! Is there anything else down in these pathways? Ghosts, apparently. Okay, I guess the vampire's just chilling with some ghosts for no apparent reason. Why not, I guess? Alright, nothing down that way. Not that we can really pick up treasure even if we find treasure anyway. I mean, fair point. But what if the treasure had, like, you know, an ebony short sword in it? I would throw away so much stuff to pick up an ebony short sword, you know? Like, that'd be great. Would love one of those. Alright, so now we can leave. Where was the door? Down that pathway, okay. Good. Save me from my sins. Alright, where was the door entrance out of this way? Was it on the front? Side. All right. So we've made our way back out of that tiny section. Now we can go north and west. I got caught. West and north. West again. And south. And west. And north. Can I remember my way back without checking the map is what I'm currently trying to figure out. And I know up to this point I've gone the right way. Now is when I start to be like, I don't remember where I'm going from here. North through this way? No, not through that way. Bit more north. Okay, I have to check the map. I don't know where I am now. I'm still going the right way. I didn't know which pathway I need to take down this. It's the west one. Great. Daylight savings on, daylight savings off. We do it twice a year because to hell with your circadian rhythms. I hate daylight savings so much. It is such a massive annoyance. All right, get through here. I'm lucky to live in a state that doesn't do DST. For now. They might change that, but for now, it doesn't. Which is why I really want to go up to Queensland. But I also know what's going to happen. I'm going to move up to Queensland at some point, and then they're immediately going to bring it back, and I'm going to be like, no! It's just me showing up is going to be the thing that's like, oh, you know what? I think we need daylight savings back. And I'm going, no, please, no. I pray for us to fall back to winter time and then get rid of DST. Yes. We don't need DST. We don't need it. To pass the final portal, thou must find the diamond key. The key I've been carrying like for most of this bloody time. And this leads to the next floor. Wow, so it's not even the actual like piece of the staff. They've tried to change it for ages. There's even a political party dedicated to bringing it in, and they've never succeeded. That doesn't mean they won't eventually, is the problem. It really hasn't been gone for that long, and it easily could come back. Okay. It's just horrible. I don't get, why do we need this thing? Why? It's stupid. It's stupid. Have they saved enough daylight by now? Surely rationing is no longer necessary. Exactly! It's crazy. The Queensland might be slightly more likely to adopt it than Western Australia. I don't think Western Australia ever will get it at this point. Fair. Are you saying we should go to Western Australia? As you enter this level, a wave of sulfurous... Well, I guess that wasn't important. Bastard game! Bastard! Just tell me the stupid thing. Sure, okay, so we're going to Western Australia now. Good plan. North. These are some very big pathways. What was there secret doors on the sides, though? God, they're like spawning enemies directly in front of me right now. A blast of heat hits you as you stand at the portal to a great lake of fire. Round you, occasional fires erupt, then flicker out. In the center of the lake, you can just make out some sort of structure. Ow! Structure, you say? I should levitate because this lava is going to completely kill my shield. Levitate! Thank you. We get to hang out with Aussie man. Sounds fine to me. Exactly. Okay, give me a save now that we're flying. So a structure at the middle of the lake, eh? That's probably helpful. Perish, please. Okay, so I guess this is said structure. And hopefully it contains the final piece of the Staff of Chaos! The Australian question, where is Melbourne? Is that Eastern Australia, Western Australia? It's in the Melbourne part of Australia. You know, the Melbourne, Australia section? Melbourne's Victoria, which is in the bottom of the eastern side of mainland Australia. Oh, why'd you have to tell them, though? You should have just said it was, it's in the northwest, south, east section, obviously. But yes, it's in Victoria. Death beam. A lot of fire demons in this place. It makes sense. We're surrounded by a lot of fire. West. Yeah, I was lying. Dave's telling the truth. See, exactly. It's in the north, south, western, east part of Australia. In the Melbourne Cascade is what we call that section. Yeah. It's only findable on a full moon if you take your pants off. Yep, that's how you find Melbourne. Shoot you. This place is just filled with fire demons. Which is probably good XP. Though again, we still have yet to level up this stream. Is this above where we were? No, I think this is where we came from. Okay, fair. Is there any more? Oh, crap. I just almost walked straight off. And they wonder why they couldn't become our capital. Yes, because everyone, like, they like keeping their pants on too much. Like, come on, guys, just take your pants off. Death beam. Death beam. It asks as if I would ever be in Australia. If it takes a day to get there in flight, I'm not sure I want to go. Fair. I spent my entire life in Australia, most of the time being like, I don't like this country much. There are worse countries. There are better countries. There was a Blink-182 album with that name. Oh, fun. A Lich over here as well. Wow, there is just so many strong enemies in this room. Maybe at some point if I kill them all, I'll level up, though. Maybe at some point I'll get lucky and I'll level up if I kill everything in this room. That'd be so fun. Maybe I should just be gone here. Begone, foul demon! Oh, he didn't begone, though. Right, nothing useful. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Whew. Take your pants off and jacket. Perfect. We have our problems, but can't say I'd really want to move away. Yeah, I don't see myself ever moving away. But I can't say I'd put this country that high in my list of favorite countries. It's maybe middle at best. Yeah, probably middle at best. Again, there are way worse places to be. Definitely way worse places to be. But there's also, again, better places to be that aren't here. Another lich. There we go. Death beam. Yeah, I'm not sure I have the health required for traveling, really. Save. We're all friends here. No need for pants. You're right, I should take them off right now. Wait a second, they're already off. Who told my pants? Alright, give me another levitate. Alright, is that all of them? I think we've circled around the entire room, basically. Homunculus. Okay, let's go back to the center section then. Surprised with how many liches and like demon stuff I killed today I haven't leveled up. At least we don't have to deal with New Zealand's exchange rate. Fair. Very, very fair. Okay. Surely there's a way. Heal. Apparently we just broke some of our armor. That's great. I don't know why breaking my armor took away, you know, my weapon. So I think I need to jump right now on top of some of these sections, then get up higher. That's my current thoughts. I can't jump while levitating though. Hey, we did level up. I was gonna say I'm surprised we haven't leveled up yet. Like, but we did. Okay, sure. Okay. What do we want? Do we want more magic defense? I mean, we're going into a fight with, you know, Jagar Tharn, a wizard. We should probably get more magic defense. Yes. Now all of my spells shall be even more powerful. Even more powerful. Thorn is not going to know what hits him when I, like, shoot him with a gun in the middle of our sorcerer fight. No signs for that final level. Yeah, we ain't getting another one. There ain't no way we're gonna get another level before we actually end this off. We're basically at the end of like what will probably be like one of the final dungeons, I assume. I don't know if like Thorn himself is in like a dungeon or if that's gonna be like its own separate sort of thing. Yeah, do I have to like climb up on top of this, or is it like a secret door? I don't quite know. Maybe there is a secret door. Or maybe again it could just be okay. Magically held lock. Let's try the other sides. Magically held lock. Okay, it's not mentioning a magically held lock on that side. Fair. Magically held lock. Okay. Like, I'd expect like a riddle or something. Because, you know, it's one of these. Why is this one not saying anything, though? There we go. I think that's just one to it forever. So yeah, they're all magically held. So again, can I climb on top? Yes. Okay. I guess that works. Hey, come on. Stop falling. There's really no riddle for this one, though. We just get the piece. Come on, stop falling off it. Stop falling off. Oh, okay, we have to do one anyway. Great, sure. Just in case it doesn't give me like a good angle, I'll take a screenshot of this bit for the final piece. because it might just give it to me after I answer the question, which might not actually give me a decent one. So I'll take a screenshot now and I'll do like another one if it does give me a better shot. Okay. To escape a riddle must ye answer. From the beginning of eternity to the end of time and space, to the beginning of every end and the end of every place, what am I? The final riddle we have to do for one of these is a riddle I've just heard a billion times before. God damn it! What am I? Oh, that just opened an image editor on top of my screen. Alright, go away! I wasn't trying to click you. What is at the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place, I wonder what it is. Just the letter E. Just the letter E. Thou art truly worthy. Go in peace and let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. It's seriously that one. It's seriously the letter E is the final one we do. Oh my god. I wonder that with that wording on, like, would that make for a better screenshot for Blue Sky? Maybe. Alright, fine. Give me that one. The process I will actually pick up as well. But yeah, thou art truly worthy, go in peace, and let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. I can't believe it was just E. It's that classic E riddle is the final one they give me. It's like, I mean, it's a classic and I love it, but it's just, I was expecting one that I have to like work really hard on. But no, you have found the last piece of the Staff of Chaos. As though a living thing, it flies to complete the staff. The whole burns brightly with cold fire, and you can feel the strength of this conduit, as though it were your own strength. I have fully obtained the Staff of Chaos. The drum boy bears the colors of the Mage's Guild proudly. The intention is obvious. Your quest is not being completed. God damn it! Go away, Mage's Guilds! Can't you see? I'm a little bit busy right now. How did they even get down? Like, no one even knows where the entrance to this place is. I did all questions to find out where this place is, and they just sent a troll to the deepest dungeon of Dagoth-Ur. God damn. So I was right out. Limos did run up. Okay, fair. How did that troll possibly make it to me, though? That is crazy. But all right, thanks. Thanks, bud. You got it. You ruined a very dramatic moment there. All right, now we can just go out there, then just go straight through. Yeah, man. Nice thing about this is that it's actually very easy to get between these floors because it just goes straight to the exit. The only problem's gonna be floor 1. So where was the way out from here? It is... yeah, top left. Okay, so we need to go up until we make it to the lava lake at least. All right, sure. Up. Whoop. Fire demon! Swing. Do I have any reason to even bother killing you now? I know I'm not going to level up anymore, so probably not. Vampire's regenerating. There's another vampire. I can't move. Ugh. The problem about levitating is if you actually come so tall, you physically can't move much. The vampire instantly killed me. Thanks, vampire! Well, now I'm back here again. God damn it, vampire! How dare you just instantly murder me as I'm trying to walk past? My left hand spell really got in my way there. I just couldn't move fast enough. At least we haven't lost much progress because we're only just going like a little bit. Very, very annoying, you know? Very, very annoying. Also, I guess I should join the chat in. Come on. God, that is entirely froze my OBS. All I told you to do was just put the letter E. You didn't have to freeze my OBS to put the letter E. But thanks, OBS. Totally what I needed there. 4th, 3rd, 2nd. I did click that several times. 1st. You took way more hits this time than you did last time. Alright. Yo, vampire! Yeah, he just instantly hits me for like most of my health bar. Presumably, Uno reverse and the other one's off. That would be my assumption there. That's probably why that's gone poorly. Because I think basically every other time I've been hit by a vampire, I've had that spell on. But I didn't this time, which is why you did a ton of damage to me. Thank you. Goodbye, vampire. If you just, ignored me, you wouldn't have had to, be murdered by my spells. But no, you just had to come out and try to kill someone who had already killed you earlier. Get rid of you. Okay. Oh, that was hidden though. Get rid of you. I miss vampire already. Fair. The vampire's dead. We gotta move on. Oh, I can't jump because I'm levitating. Oh. Well. Hey, we stopped levitating. Hell yeah. Game still let me jump. Game, let me jump. Game, let me jump. Game, let me jump, please. Game, let me jump. Okay, swinging seems to have fixed the jumping. There we go. Thanks, game. He's not dead. He's in our hearts and all over the floor. Maybe you should get out of our hearts, though. I'm not sure I trust a vampire being anywhere near my heart. There's a lot of blood there, and I'm not sure he's gonna do nice, friendly things there. Yeah. All right, so we can go from there to here. Does this continue leading over there? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Whoop. Oh, you had already opened it all for me. Why, thank you, Ghost. How civilized of you. Very cute. Then we go north, around, and we have completed Dagoth-Ur. What are you implying? Nothing and everything at the same time, my friend. Nothing and everything at the same time. So I assume we're gonna have to rest again at an inn. Because that's how every other one's worked. So I'm assuming that's also how it works for this final section. Lumos. That ghost demonstrates that being dead is no excuse for a lack of manners. Exactly! Come on, people. Let's play for life. People don't even have manners. What are they doing? Yeah, I don't even really... I was going like, my fatigue's a bit low. I should fix that. But I'm like, I'm about to rest in an inn.
I congratulate you on your success. Have you
Yes.
discovered, however, what I have known all along?
What have you known?
This drain of all magical potential.
Oh my god!
Before scattering the pieces across the realm.
Oh my god. He drained it and then broke into pieces, then scattered it.
Rowing a boat.
Uh-huh.
For saving the Emperor.
Fun.
Find me if you dare, and I will relieve you of any further burdens you may think to face.
Understood.
Legions await.
Understood, Tharn. I'm gonna kick your ass, though. Oh, apparently I'm being attacked. Is this your legions? Is that your legions? Tharn, that's one guy with a pointy stick. I'm not sure that I really consider that legions, but sure, Tharn, sure. Where is any of the inns? Is that one? No, that's a thing. That's not. No, that's not. That's the... Every single one of the ones I think are around us right now are equipment stores. That's the Conclave of Mercy. The Crimson Cutlass is probably one of the inns. All right, we'll head south then. Whoop. South. Yeah, so we're just surrounded by places that we can't use. It's like, none of these are inns. Every single place that we have apparently found has not been an inn. Fair, I suppose. Was it over there? Don't fall in the water. That was the advance wave. The rest of the Legion will be along shortly. Please stand by. What if it's a whole, like... Yeah, it's the Queen ship. Okay, that's the one I think we've basically always gone to here. What if it's like 2 guys this time? Or maybe even 3 guys? Holy crap. Also, the second I sleep, the Mage's Guild is going to send like a whole bunch of people at me. I know they're going to, so I'm just safe outside. The Mage's Guild is a pain in the ass. I'm so glad that we got this like bug towards the end of the game and like the beginning, which is the Mage's Guild sends people after us like literally constantly. Give me a room, please. I would like a single room for 1 day. Yes, you can have your, pithy 10 gold. That's 2 at night, so give me about 6 hours. Okay. Sure. Let's go even more. Sure, why not? Let's get a proper... I didn't mean to say 19. Oops. I meant to go 10. It is said that the Major Guild is a beneficent organization, but deadly when crossed. One look at Nightblade's eyes and you see the truth from what is being said. Yeah. Go away. Did I sleep at all? I slept a little bit more. Alright, fine. Give me like another 4 hours or something. Alright, thank you. So, interestingly though, we did not get, Ria telling us anything. I know, like, Thorn himself said, like, come find me if you dare and stuff like that, but like... I guess we just gotta go come find him then. Yeah, we've got nothing in here though. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's at the Imperial Palace section, right? Like, because that's like the one, provenance we've not been to. It just feels kind of weird. It's like, oh. Alright, I can't expect like a big like speech of, you did it, you assembled the staff, now go find him, he's over here in this spot. And I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it. But like, that was just like, oh. She just doesn't have anything more to tell me now? Like, we're done? Okay. Sure. Goodbye then, I guess. What's the Mages Guild? Was it below or above where we are? It was below. We need to go sell all of our stuff first, of course. Yeah, there it is. Doors to the Mage Guild, yada yada yada. Round the corner. Hey, I want you to identify all of the random crap that I found in that dungeon, please. Also, we need to buy a new piece of leather gear because one of them broke while we were fighting. Not the most ideal. Random mark, not really worth a lot, so probably not worth anything when we sell it. Another mark, 116. I think it's even less. Oof. Think of how many things that could have been worth like 1,000 we left on the floor to pick up some of these like kind of fairly useless ones. That's always the problem there. It's just like, I have no way to know what they do or how useful they are. If only I could identify them myself so I knew how much they were worth. It'd be a lot easier, it'd be a lot easier. Alright, then we got our bracers. Let's see if any of these are better than our bracer of shielding, so maybe I'll actually use that one. Detect magic. Bracer of shocking. Just the problem is that, like, I think basically all of them just, like, cast spells when it comes to the bracers, and I'm like, I don't need this sort of thing. I have plenty of spells myself, I have plenty of spells myself. That one was worth a decent amount. What are you? Is that braces of opening, eh? Braces that can open doors, because I totally can't do that. I am incapable of doing that. Wizard fire. Yeah, no. Okay, fine. Once again, the braces remain just a fairly useless item in our arsenal. At no point have they really helped. I was just hoping I could get something that maybe would, like, improve, like, a stat or something, because, like, that would be way more useful than something that does a spell. I assume that basically all of them just do a spell, then. Okay. We got some talks. 300. I don't know if, like, certain types, on average, like, are worth more. Ooh, 37, that's bad. See, if a certain type of item is worth more, then it would really help when you're inside, like, a dungeon and know what's better to keep with you and what's better to, like, leave behind. Because most of the time, I just go until my inventory is full, and then I just, like, leave everything past that point. And amulets. Oh, 37, though. God, we got some just awful gear from that final dungeon, didn't we? Jesus. Alright, I guess goodbye, bud. Should I buy some more potions while I'm here? Sure, why not? We do have, like, 100,000 gold. It's not exactly a small amount of gold, so maybe I should buy... just like another 99 of these, just give me another 99. Sure, I just said yes to it at the default price. I could have easily gotten that for cheaper, but I'm rich. I genuinely don't care. Alright, let's head over to a place where we can sell it all now. Directly above, over that way. Alright. So we go up a little, then over a bit. We will find one along this. There it is. Alright. We are here. It's yada 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 yada's place. Alright, honestly, let's just get a full set of gear. Yeah, everything's probably not very used, but might as well just get a full new set. The boots. Get rid of our curious. Get rid of our pauldron. Get rid of our other pauldron. Yep. Get rid of our entirely broken gauntlets. Get rid of our leather helm. So how is our staff? Slightly used. It'll probably survive fighting Thorn and everything. No, imagine everything else is fine. Alright. Hell yeah. Hello, my friends. I would like to sell a bunch of crap to you and then buy a set of armor so that I can go and, like, kill a wizard. I require your finest wizard-killing apparatus. Yep, your mother wouldn't pay that much for that. Again, you don't know my mother. Maybe at some point in a future episode of one of the Elder Scrolls thing, we will find out information about Jagrafel's mother. Who knows? Okay. Wizard Fire. Ugh, these are all just worth barely anything. I just spent 7,000 gold. None of this is even worth close to that, you know? 1,600 gold. Yeah, my mother wouldn't pay that much for it. Again, stop insulting my mother's purchasing of objects. 1,300. Your mother wouldn't pay that much. Stop telling me this. God damn, man. Your mother wouldn't pay that much. Can you pick any other thing you can tell me, bud? Like, literally anything else? With that shoddy workmanship? You're still taking it for thousands of gold. And yet you're calling the thing shoddy? Traces of wizard fire. Perhaps Mum's reputation precedes her. Perhaps it does. So what we now need to find out is Jagrafel's like mother actually really like stingy when it comes to like money? So he's like, nope, won't pay that much for it. Nope, definitely not. No, of course not. I'll give you 3 gold. It's worth 7,000 gold. I'll give you 3 gold. Final offer. Perhaps we will find this out in a future part of the series. Because again, maybe one of the other characters I might play as we might establish to be Jagrafel's mother. Who knows? I don't really know if I'm gonna do that or not. But it would be fun. Like, we kind of have to. Ooh, don't sell my bracelet. We kind of have to, you know, like establish the relationship between all the characters. It's all supposed to be one family, so everyone's gonna be related in some way. It's just a question of in what way. 300. Oh, 250. Bastard. It's what next? We haven't had adamantium talk. Yeah, sure. 1,000. Your mother wouldn't pay that much, kid. Yeah. Okay. Elven amulets. 100. He never says yes to the amount I offer. He never does. He always says, here's an amount that's in between what you offered. It's like, can you ever just accept the amount I say? Like, I just said 9 gold higher, and he's like, for that shoddy thing, no, I'll give you 3 gold higher. Not that much. It's like, come on, dude. Mithril talk, please. 500. Your mother wouldn't pay that much, kid. It's like, they have other lines. Why is he only saying that one? That might be everything. I think it's everything. Okay. Bye. Let me have a look at your weapons first. Nothing as always. Armor, please. I will take some leather gauntlets. I will take... Open up. A leather pauldron on the left side. I will take... A leather pauldron on the right side. Yeah, like your strong leadership skills and persuade me to accept your offer. It's like, it was the default price. I didn't offer any, it was the default price. Boots, please. Helm, please. I think they're in like a different order here than they are actually in the inventory when they're equipped. Yes, so whatever I just purchased, I didn't think it was curious. I think it was something else. Oops. Just a minute. Okay, give me more. Give me that now. Presumably that was everything. I don't know if it was or not, but let's find out. Greaves, boots, cuirass, pauldron, gauntlets, helmet. Yeah, it was. Alright, we're good. We have obtained all of the gear that we need. Now we can go and kill a wizard. So, how much gold do we have? We have 108,000. We have, is that like 16 million experience at level 21? God damn, man. God damn. We could also equip our sword again. Instead of the staff. The staff does more damage, is the thing. But the sword of will and the buckler of speed gives us a 96 magic defense. Which is pretty good if I do say so myself. So if we do have the sword equipped, we might be slightly better at fighting a magic custom. Of which it seems likely we're about to do. Imperial province? Imperial city? Is that presumably where I need to go? Maybe I should ask someone quickly. Am I capable of asking someone where I'm going? Because again, we didn't have like a vision thing this time, because I guess we've already found all the pieces of stuff of chaos. If I go, where is Jagar Tharn? Is that an option? No. Alright, again, I assume he's at the Imperial Palace, so I'm gonna go to the Imperial Palace, but I would have liked a bit more advice of what I need to do right now, game, but okay. Imperial Province, Imperial City. Hopefully he's at, like, maybe the palace in the Imperial City. I don't know. let's go to this place, because we've never been here before. You arrived in the Imperial City. The date is Turdus 15th of last seed in the year 3rd era 393. Oh my god, it's been so many years. It took 19 days to reach your goal. You enter the Imperial City, the heart of Tamriel, and the seat of power for His Majesty, the Emperor Uriel Septim VII. Okay. I guess we're here. Also, it's daytime. That's rare. That's incredibly rare. We don't arrive at daytime. That's illegal. What are you talking about? Alright, well, I assume I need to, like, go to the palace or something. Is that, like, the exact bottom? Probably. Alright, let's just keep going forward then. Okay, time to lock into my game. Perfection. Big, long, dramatic road that we're walking down right now. Does anyone think that castle in the distance might be a little bit too close? It's like, when you stand back here, it's like, oh my god, it's a distant castle. And it's like, I don't think your castle's very close, honestly, here.
As you blundered your way to this place, one time, I even considered approaching you with an offer to lead my Imperial Guard.
You should have done it. I may have accepted it. Like, come on.
Such a position.
Okay. I'm not worthy.
Success in your journey across the Empire.
Fair.
You have never faced a being as powerful as I.
Have I not, though?
Your death shall be slow and torturous.
Cool.
That shall span the millennium.
You know, I swam in lava, dude.
Await you in the dungeons below.
Cool. Thanks for awaiting me in the dungeons, bro. Good for you. Why is your palace so dark? Why do you need a Luma spell? Like, this is a regular palace, right? This is a regular palace. I miss that 90s energy. The Elder Scrolls Arena, 1994. Daggerfall, 1996. Fallout 1, 1997. Fallout 2, 1998. Yeah, that was fast and torturous. Wasn't that fast, though? I wasn't sure it was that fast. Something is odd about that castle. Yeah, just a little bit. Especially the inside of the castle, where it was very, very dark. So why is your castle so dark, dude? It's like, does everyone know the Emperor's been trapped in a thing, or is he trying to, like, pretend the Emperor hasn't been trapped in a thing? Because, again, if the castle's, like, so dark and, like, is a dungeon, that doesn't really feel like, you know, the greatest of plans here. It's not the greatest of plans if you're trying to, you know, disguise the fact that you've, like, you know, imprisoned the Emperor and everything. So is this going to be like a normal dungeon, or is this going to be like a very small top area and then a big, like, basement area? Because again, we've been to a lot of palaces. They're not really that big. I guess this is like the center thing. Oh, crap. Jagar Tharn bids thee welcome, foolish child. Well, good thing I stood exactly where I did when I was having my drink. Alright, Uno reverse. The spells are mine. Yep. Jagar Tharn bids me welcome, and I don't even have to attack you guys to murder you. So what's your thoughts on that, eh, buds? God, you're hitting me too hard right now. Can I please... I need to get my shield spell active. Give me a second, I'm busy. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're a little bit lower than there. Come on. There we go. Shield spell. Yep, you will no longer ever do any damage to me, so good luck with that, buds. Good luck with that. Oh, you're gonna shoot me anyway. I don't have to use potions then. And a kill. And now we save in that situation. So now we have a stupid amount of our spells active, and this will probably keep us alive until we reach Thorn. Perish. And perish. Have you saved a game recently? I did. Literally just seconds ago. Hit you with a spell. And oh my god, it's the throne. Now I am king. Hello. Oh, Random Knight. Where did you come from, Random Knight? Swing. Come on. Perish already. Jesus, dude. Wow, you can really take a beating, can't you? I'm impressed. Even like demons and massive golem stuff don't take as much of a beating as this guy. Death beam. Anyway, they might be able to take a beating from, you know, my sword, but ooh, the conference hall. Yeah, they definitely can't take a beating from my magic beams. My magic beams kind of finish them quite a lot. That's all the health. It really is. And it's because like all the human guys like scale with you is the problem. Open. So that was the conference hall. Imperial Guard's sleeping quarters. Alright, well, I seem to be killing a lot of Imperial guards right now. Like, I'm sorry, I'm here to save the Emperor. Save the, wouldn't you want me to save the Emperor, you know? So I'm here to save the Emperor. You insulted my abilities, eh? Ooh. There's a way down. We found it already. Oh, so like the whole map's actually already explored. Oh, that makes sense. It is a palace. Alright, well, I guess we made it. Hell yeah. Vampires regenerating, so there's some vampires down here. Good to know. Hey, a vampire. You think you'd like shoot me a bit more so I can get more mana back first? No? Because I don't have enough spell points to shoot you in the face right now. Alright, fine. Give me a second. Mana kill, death beam. God, you're still not dead? How have you survived this many death beams? Wow, that is one powerful vampire. Mana kill, and give me a save. Now we're gonna have to restore some power in case we run into something that is gonna hit us with a hard melee attack. Problem is, I think our shield's already been broken down as well, which is not great. Iron Golem, oh no! I need something that shoots spells at me, not Iron Golem. You know, I'm not trying to look at the golem, I'm trying to shoot the other one behind it. Thank you. No, is this one just a regular? Yeah, this is now a regular dungeon. Okay, fair. So the top section was actually kind of more of a proper palace. Now it's like, no, you're just in a dungeon. Good luck, find your way. Thorn's in here somewhere. Cool. Now is it going to be a 2-floor dungeon again? Because again, it is, you know, an actual palace. Well, we can now reactivate our spell. Thank you, bud. Swing, swing, swing. Another thing we could technically do is use an invisibility like spell. That's technically something we basically never do, but is an option. It's like we go invisible for a while is the thing. What if we just did that? It would make like everyone in this place like not attack us. That would be funny. Invisibility cloak. I think mages can still hit you when you do that, but it means a lot of like the warrior guys won't actually even try to attack us, I think. Open. Oh, Thorny boy. I'm here. Random scroll on the table there. I'm here, Thorny boy. Swing, 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 swing. Thorn! I'm looking for you. I'm here to murder you and everyone you hold dear, Thorny boy. Which is probably actually only yourself, honestly. That would seem to be the case. But yeah, vampires require 3 separate uses of Death Beam. That's terrifying. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, vampire's strong. I'm sure Death Beam isn't even our strongest spell, to be fair. But like, god damn, man. God damn. You like shoot me with a spell and stop just hitting me in the face, because you're really doing a lot. Damn, do you have more powerful attack? Yes, we have Death-Ur, which does a bit more than that. I don't know if it'll be enough to one-shot, though. Death-Ur! Well, he died, but I don't know how much damage I've already done to him. Ah! Why are people screaming down here, Thorn? Thorn! Oh, yeah, there's a way down to the next floor. Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess we'll go down next floor, then. Oh, we got a golem. Death Beam the golem! Alright. Again, I was not expecting this to be like a many-floor dungeon. We're underneath a literal keep. Who built all this down here and why? Hello, Ram, dude. You probably saw a mouse. I wouldn't worry about screams. Yes, of course. A mouse. Down here. In the terrifying dungeons. The problem is that people aren't shooting at me right now. So it's actually... Being invisible isn't actually great right now, because it's not really getting my mana back up from people shooting me, because they keep ignoring me. Shoot me now? Shoot me? Shot me a second ago. Shoot me? Thanks. Thanks, bud. Interesting. Interesting. Thing. Open. Thorn! I'm coming to get you, Thorn! I'm going to show you that you've been incredibly overconfident in your abilities, Thorn! Hello! Oop, another vampire. Alright, let's see if a Death-Ur by itself can finish you. Does use a lot of mana. I believe the answer was yes. Okay, so we do have a spell that can one-shot vampires. That's good to know. I do believe Death-Ahoy is significantly stronger than Death Beam is the thing, so I think it does make sense. Alright, so we've gone that way. So we should head directly backwards from where we were then. Where are we going? Is the scan confirm it is a proper dungeon to look for Thorn? It's not just like, oh yeah, we're just randomly going down and fighting him immediately the second we walk in. It's like, no, it's a regular normal dungeon underneath the Imperial Palace. Cool. Why not? Indoor. I thought it might be. Ooh, another way down. How many floors does this place have, Thorn? Alright. Potion, panic heal, potion. Let us use Flatus Justice. And then potion. We have literally hundreds of these things. And we have no reason to save them past this point, so might as well just basically keep ourselves permanently at max mana. Thorn, am I on the right floor yet? Oh, you've got liches down here, eh? Have a beam. Yeah, I don't think a beam's really enough to finish you, is it? Have another beam. Have a third beam. I feel like the ones in Thorn's base seem kind of stronger than normal. I don't know about that. No. Fine. Death-Ahoy. Did that just miss? Death-Ahoy. Thank you. And there's another one. Okay, so this place just fills with liches, apparently. Great. Yo, lich. Death-Ahoy. Yo, lich. Oh, wrong button. The problem is Death-Ahoy is not a spell that's actually up near the top, so I've got to go and find it manually every time. Death-Ahoy. Did you just survive Death-Ahoy, or did it miss? I'm assuming it missed, because you didn't die to the Death Beam after it either. Alright, fair. Death Beam the Golem. Yeah, I know the Golem has nothing usable. Again, when have they ever had something usable? Up. Okay. Thorn. I'm trying to find you, Thorn. You said you were waiting for me down in the basement, but like how far down, Thorn? Aren't I on like the 4th level? Could you have given me like instructions of where you wanted me to go? Because like that would have been a lot more helpful, Thorn. Death-Ahoy. Do you have to like be double Death-Ahoy? Like come on, dude. Jesus. I don't have the mana for this, man. And I have the max mana I possibly can have. I can't have more mana than this. The other thing I could do is like have my spells be slightly cheaper if I was like stronger. I can't move. What the hell's happened? Game? Trying to alt-tab and alt-tab back in. Okay. Can I... There we go. I can move now. Thanks, game. Love just sudden freezing there. Death-Ahoy! God damn it! I'm assuming that they've probably got like a resistance to magic would be my assumption here. Yeah, oh no, that's not. She can tank a Death-Ahoy. I know, right? Like, do you know how much damage a Death-Ahoy does? It's absurd, right? Like, where is it? Death Beam. Death-Ahoy. Death-Ahoy does 50 points per level. 50 points per... I'm level 21. That's a lot of points, you know? 10 there is 500. It's over 1,000 damage. God damn. Now, to be fair, my shield spell does allow me to tank more. But that is crazy. Yeah, 1,050 exactly. It's like that's absurd that they're tanking that, which is why I assume they have like a magic resistance thing. Like I'm assuming they don't have over 1,000 health. They're probably just resisting it in some way. Oh god, though. That is terrifying. Shoot you. To be fair, is that still our most strong spell though? I think we have one that's stronger. Like, isn't I Am Atomic technically stronger? I'm trying to remember now. Does I Am Atomic do more damage? I Am Atomic. 55 per level. 55. So I Am Atomic does do slightly more. And also, like, didn't our new version of Gun do more as well? So it's like, if we really absolutely have to use a very strong spell, we do have Gun. We always have Gun. Gun is a risky spell to use, and I'm saving it for Thorn himself. But Gun does do a lot more damage than any other spell we own. So that is a very fair point. As you're regenerating. Give me more mana, please. Please, bud. More mana. Alright, where's Dagoth-Ur? The problem is that I know that Thorn, I think, is also resistant to magic. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Ooh, I think our spell might be down. Damn. Right, Gun is a thing. Yes, Gun is very much a thing. Hopefully Gun can be a very useful thing when that comes down to the end there. Because we made that slightly more effective version of Gun just early in the stream, specifically for Thorn. The spell that we have never once succeeded using without murdering ourselves, I am going to shoot at the final boss. Because it just feels the most fitting. Alright, so we use that. Now we will use Uno Reverse again, and then we will use Your Spells of Mine again. Alright, then we will get that back. Alright, hopefully with all that, we are good to continue onwards towards Mr. Thorny Boy. Alright, more golems. Murder. I wonder how long it'll take for our invisibility to wear off, though. Because again, it doesn't seem to matter for, like, liches and stuff. Wait, how many death beams do you take? Yeah, 2 death beams could kill you, but then 1 Dagoth-Ur can't. That is interesting. Nope, I did not use the door one. That is interesting. 2 death beams can take you down. There's a lot of time you don't get taken down by a Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur, I'm pretty sure, does significantly more damage than 2 death beams. Fascinating. Yeah, I still feel like it's some sort of, like, resistant thing that they're doing. So maybe it's better just to stick to the death beams and just use several of them. Of course, a claymore. Yeah, I suppose I should be paying attention to the fact you're, like, dropping things, but also, Jesus, Jagar Tharn, you have a lot of goddamn liches, man. How many liches do you have in this place? Like, there's just so many. Jesus. You fool, I am a master mage. That's nice. You ever taste Gun? I have a whole speech prepared for when we fight Jagar Tharn. He's literally sitting behind the window right now. I was like, yes, I can't wait until the moment we can take him down. Probably more liches probably inside the room. You know, this dungeon could use more of liches. Exactly. Nothing over there. I promise I wrote this speech on, before he stands a great steel door. It surfaces hot, and behind it lies a great fire. The smell of sulfur and brimstone hangs in the still dead air. But I promise I wrote it on very little sleep, and I've not looked over it since then. So we'll see how the speech goes. So presumably this is important, though, if the game's giving me dialogue. Alright. So probably somewhere around here will lead to Tharn. Oh, crap. Don't want to fall in the lava. Alright, now lich over there. Pew! Yeah, it's like, this dungeon's like mostly liches, which is like one of the strongest enemies in the game. Like, I don't remember if liches or vampires, like which one's stronger than the other. But yeah, it's like, goddamn. So I guess this is just like a giant, massive lava lake in the middle. I mean, this isn't something that I can't easily solve with a levitate spell, though. Is that Tharn? They're holding a stick. Is that just Tharn? That might just be Tharn right there. I was kind of expecting something to be, you know, said though. Yeah, I think it's literally just Tharn. Oh. Hey, Tharn! Hey! Hello, bud. Okay, I mean, the first step in my plan to defeating Tharn is stop you by the law. Okay, now he's frozen in place. Oh, I didn't want to be, you know, flying, though. It's just kind of awkward to be flying here, you know? Alright, well, I guess it's time for a speech. Okay, I was expecting just you know, I thought it'd be like a cutscene or something, like, or like some dialogue, not just, he's just there in the middle of the room, you know? It's kind of, it kind of feels kind of like anticlimactic. Because, again, he just looks like a vampire, but he's just got a stick. He's just a vampire with a stick. Alright, well, speech time. Jagar Tharn, we finally meet face to ugly face. I've been hearing your voice taunting me over and over again in my head for years now. I think it's about time I got a few words of my own in, because I have a lot to say to you. And don't bother trying to move. You're stuck there for the next 20 minutes from my spell. So, for our first point of order, sorry. Your minions suck. You talk a big game every time you send them after me, and then every single time I cast one spell, and they are gone. Why? No matter how much power I have gained over these years, you've continually underestimated me when I am clearly far more powerful than your feeble brain could possibly imagine. And despite how much you will scream to the contrary, even more powerful than you. And do you know why? Because unlike you, I'm not a coward. You sit here in your Imperial palace, scheming away, stop playing, scheming away, sending minions to do your dirty work, while I am out there fighting for my life against monsters every single day. That is why I'm more powerful than you, and that is why I beat you. But I suppose I should thank you. Before you sealed the Emperor away, I was mere cutthroat thief, a weak-willed pickpocket, rotting away in a dungeon. Now everyone knows me as the hero who saved the entire goddamn continent. And believe me, being a hero has great perks. Now no one expects a hero to steal all their stuff away from under their nose, which has made it unbelievably easier, believe me. What? Did you think I had a change of heart? I am the same dishonorable bastard I've always been. Now I just have an incredible amount of power to aid in my misdeeds. When it comes down to it, we're really not all that different. I can't blame you for doing what you did. I might even find myself doing the exact same thing in future. The difference is, I'll just go and kill the hero with my own hands, well before they gain any power. Anyway, I'm waffling. We should keep come on, I need to stop screwing up these lines. Anyway, I'm waffling. We shouldn't keep death waiting, my old friend. I've been preparing a spell just for this very occasion, although I could never get the blasted thing to work. Too much collateral damage. But I think I found a way around that. It turns out, you can spell reflect your own AoE damage. Isn't that fun? So I hope you shall carve my next words into your very soul and keep them with you on your way down into the underworld. My name is Jagrafel La Fadé, the dishonorable Nightblade. Remember my name, for it will last longer than yours, Jagar Tharn. And finally, I cast gun. Oh, you shielded it. You passed it. Is he defeated? He might just straight be defeated. You found a mithril key. Oh. Oh, no, I think I did just straight defeat him. Something tells me Jagrafel had a lot of this simmering under the hood for years. Poor Thard just brought it to the surface. LMAO lol. So yeah, he was just taken up by a single gunshot. So anyway, Jagar Tharn, yep. That's the guy who's been causing all these problems the whole time. One spell. Yeah, one spell. One spell. Alright, bye Thorn. Open the door with a mithril key. Do I think it's like these other ones? No, not really. I thought it was a shield. So did I, but it's like, no, he's not attacking. He's just straight up to beat. Alright. Loot all of the stuff. That's why it was my thoughts. I'm like, oh, did you shield my spell? It's like, no. No, he didn't. To be fair, again, that spell is absurdly high damage. It puts Death Ahoy to shame with how much damage that one does. Because again, it's 80 times like 21. Like, it's quite a bit. It's definitely quite a bit I did there. Oh, there's another key in here. Oh, so I guess I could have come in here to also grab the mithril key. Because I think I did hear that you can actually instantly defeat Thorn by pushing on this. You don't actually have to fight the guy. But like, I had all speech prepared and everything, so like, I had to fight the guy. But anyway. Click. Cutscene! Oh my god, a cutscene! Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god! It's a plumb bob from The Sims! Okay. It's like over some sort of like maybe cauldron or something? I'm not entirely sure what we're looking at here, but yes. Big glowy glow. Ooh. Walk towards the glowing plumb bob. Walk towards the glowing plumb bob. We shall create a sim. This is the entire process that one must do to create a single sim. Ooh. 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 I have no idea what's about to happen. But I assume in some ways he's got to free the Emperor. I don't really know. Okay. We gaze down into the green glowing abyss thing beneath the stuff. Okay. Did I like push something? No, okay. Yo. Is it broken? It may have crashed. It may have just straight up crashed there. When was the last time we saved? Because yeah, I think the cutscene is just straight up crashed. Because I'm assuming one's supposed to stop there. We might have to go and kill Jagar Tharn again. Great. Sure. It's fine. I guess I'll have to close the game. Great. Thanks, game. Crashing during your ending cutscene. You're pressing save during the speech, right? Did I? Did I push the save during the speech? I can't remember. Did I save? Did I save before the speech or during the speech or something? I don't remember. I don't remember if I did or not. I really should have saved at the beginning of the speech, but again, I kind of wish we were at the end of the game. I didn't think saving was really gonna be all that important. So I guess let's find out. We might not be near Thorn. Come on, oh, damn it! Alright, we're gonna get back to Thorn then. Great. Liches, go away. I'm busy. I said go away. What was the way that led there? I know we just ran like straight through like a lot of these sections and eventually reached the lava lake. Urban. Run! Doesn't matter, this is the pathway. Okay, fine. Maybe this way. Hey, Liches, get him busy. That's the entrance. Damn, we looped around to the entrance. I didn't mean to loop around to the entrance. Yeah, it's through there. So it's south and east. So how did we get to the east from where we were? Can I just go through the wall? Come on, man. We're at the end of the thing. We said the speech. We defeated Thorn and everything, man. Now here we are again. So that sent me partly through. The problem is I can't like, I don't think I can break into that because it's got like the indestructible walls. So I need to find the actual entrance in. Was there one up here? You're just a door, unless you're a secret door. Doesn't look like it. Alright, do you lead inside that room? I still don't think so. We'd gotten from the bottom, so this might lead around to where we were. Oh, I'm just straight up ignoring the liches now, though. It's just kind of funny. Ooh, can I jump? I can't jump over that. Can I destroy the wall beside it and then jump over it, though? Let's just go around to the correct spot. Door. Alright. We're here. Again. God damn, Thorn. God damn. Stop just falling in the lava, though. Come on, climb up. Thank you. I'm trying to just jump over. Oop. Aw, spells out, damn. Yeah, I'm on. Panic heal. Panic heal. Panic heal. Panic heal. Panic heal. Panic heal. Bud? Oh, there you are. I was gonna say, where are you, bud? Where are you? Alright, once again, let's do this properly. Alright. Stop, you violate the law. You can no longer move. Good for you, bud. Good for you. Yada, yada, yada. What's the Cliff Notes version of the speech? Jagar Tharn, nice to meet you. Face to fugly face. Yeah, face to fugly face. Your minions suck. You're crap. None of your friends like you. You're awful. I'm Jagrafel La Fadé. Remember my name. It'll last longer than yours. I cast gun. Alright. There we go. Does it matter that we like loot all these again? Not really. There wasn't anything actually helpful in them, but let's make sure we save this time. Sure, give me your golds. And give me that gold, and give me the ring, and I guess I should probably take the thing off of him. Oh, did he just disappear? Wasn't he right there? Okay, sure, why not? Which is the one that had the key in it, because I don't think it grabs it off of his corpse. Oops. Amulets. Give me that. Everyone on the same page there. Yep. This was the one where he went to somewhere over this spot. But yeah, I don't know where Thorn went. He was just gone. There's the key. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it was exactly across from the orb. Alright, reopen the thing. But yeah, I don't know where Thorn went. He was right there, and I was gonna grab the thing up, but then he was kind of just gone. So, alright. Again! Let's try this. Again, please. Oh, God. I can't believe it crashed during the final cutscene thing, though. It's like, come on, game. You better not do it again. You better not do it again. I imagine they come back, probably. I'm assuming that's why, like, Thorn got, like, in a shield or something like that and didn't just, like, actually perish. I think Thorn is probably going to show up in, like, some other game or something at some point. Ooh, ooh, don't crash though. But ooh, cool looking thing. I was loving like the complete lack of audio during this bit as well. It's like, so amazing dramatic. Okay. Okay. And throws the same point. Okay. Interesting. Okay, am I supposed to do something here? I'll push every key that is associated with this game. The answer does appear to be no. We seem to have encountered a slight issue. I think this is a sort of situation where you do a Google. Is it waiting for an input from the mouse? I tried the mouse and the keyboard. Alright. Elder Scrolls Arena freezing during final cutscene. Come on. What's happening here? Please tell me. I can try a control something. Yeah, it's definitely one way to stop that. A bunch of people complaining about freezing and things. Respraying them. Hold down the control key and kept F12 a few times. Does that work on this one? Nope. Don't think I do anything this time. Okay. People keep crashing when they're opening dungeons. Yeah, but I'm saying the final cutscene though, but like... Does anyone know why it's like crashing on the final one? Because it's fine on most of the other ones. No, a lot of things are not telling me helpful things. Might somehow be compatible with Arena, which could be cause a problem, but that seems like it'd be more for other crashing and freezing, not during this specific moment. Was this on? No, that's an entirely different game. I'm not really finding anything that's like talking specifically about a freeze on this cutscene is the problem. Okay. We can try again. Yeah, keep crashing. It's been also played Arena. Down from the best logic. Yep, no, that's not helpful either. Yeah, I'm not really finding anyone mentioning it's the problem, so I'm not really finding a lot of fixes for it. Okay, I mean, again, we can try closing and reopening the game another time to see if it just... We got unlucky twice in a row. It's highly possible. Alright, let's try this again. Put this button say menus can start rendering the actual world. No, this person's having significantly more problems than what I'm having, so it's not really that sort of issue. They're struggling to play the actual game. No one's complaining about the final cutscene. But the final cutscene though. God damn game. Just come on. That shouldn't be that color. Huh. Okay. Interesting. That's a first. Never seen that be that color before. Alright. Once again, cutscene me, please. Ooh, it's actually playing audio now. It wasn't playing audio when I was here before. Arrows gave up before the end. Fair. Yeah, it's playing audio. It wasn't playing audio the other times. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign that something's different this time than the previous ones. Come on, touch the plum bob, touch the plum bob. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Come on, come on, come on. Glowy plum bob, glowy plum bob. And... Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Yes, okay, it's going to the next scene. Woo! Oh, Jesus. Ah. He turned to goop. Jesus. Ah. Okay, so apparently his life force was inside the jewel. Oh, so that's why he couldn't die, is because his life was in the jewel. Anyway, hello? Emperor, I assume?
Thou art truly a child of the Empire.
Ooh.
I thank thee for thy assistance.
You're welcome, Emperor, sir. I did it because I wanted to, and not because someone asked me to.
Your service in mind.
Uh-huh.
From this day forth, thou art named the Eternal Champion.
Yay! Jagrafel I almost turned into him. Jagrafel La Fadé, the Eternal Champion.
Emperor of Tamriel, to decree and thus make law.
Hell yeah!
My champion, and take thy rightful place at my side.
Eternal Champion does sound very nice. You prove yourself a worthy champion of the Empire, and such service shall not easily be forgotten. Hang not your sword above the mantle, nor place your spellbook upon the shelves. Many such adventures still await your hand. This was but one chapter in the story of the Elder Scrolls! And some like random, like glitchy looking thing there, and I guess I'm just back at the town now. Oh. Well, that was very hard to make it there. You have no idea how much respect I have for someone making it to the end of this old game. Thank you. It was definitely a hard journey making it here. And I imagine I'll definitely have similar problems with some like the other ones because they're also very old. GG, all the games something else. They really, really are. Why is it nighttime now though? Now I'm gonna go to an inn because I want to see if I go up into the palace right now if Uriel Septim's there. Okay, you're there. I need an inn. I need an inn, please. Some things never change. Even after beating the final boss, this game is still at night, like looking for inns. That is most of this game. The Restless Skull, hell yeah. How do you want that one? Hey, bud. I would like a room. A single room. You know what? I think I'm going to be staying for a while. Alright, what time is it? 6 in the evening. Alright. Give me 14 hours. Daggerfall is like Arena, but with much more sprawling labyrinthian dungeons. None the inquest. It's buggy hell, but wonderful. Uh-oh. Well, I've got Battlespire first, at least. Beats the game, but it still hates you enough to force you to go back at the night. I know, right? It's like, come on. Seriously? It's the way out. Other way then. Are you the way out? No. Are you the way out? Yes, okay, there we go. Where was the door? Where was the door? She was on the south side, right? Yeah. South. Goodbye, guys. Daytime. Finally. Alright. Okay, can't look at all those together. So now we can head down to the keep again and see if is it a dungeon or is it just a regular palace now? That's the big important question here. I really want to know the answer. Also, the Mages Guild probably still want to kill me. That hasn't changed. I might be the eternal champion of the Empire, saved the Emperor, defeated Jagar Tharn, but the Mages Guild will still want to kill me for that quest I started for that king that they won't let me do. That's fun. Also, the in-town songs are giving me the same vibe as the Chocobo Farm music. Fair. As you approach the palace gates, a guard respectfully bows and informs you that due to the catastrophic forces unleashed during the final conflict with the Imperial battlemage, the palace is currently under reconstruction. Perhaps he suggests you could return once the repairs are complete. What if I wait 99 days? If I go and wait 99 days at the inn, will they repair it? So the inn that we went to was, yeah, just over there, the very east section. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Just wait 98 days, because we've already used part of our thing. And then it'll just be great, right? It'll just be great. They'll repair entirely. That's the Howling Cup. I need to go the rest of the skull. State provisions. It was around near the edge, right? Red Bird. That was the rest of the skull. Where were you? You were near the edge. I don't think you were at the edge, though. Up one higher. That's where we are. We're in the wrong section of buildings. It was up here. How far were you? Also, apparently I'm trying to pilfer right now. I don't really need to pilfer. I gotta be honest here. Are you the rest of the skull? Yes, there we go. So one good thing about the very limited amount of time between entries, a lot of the assets are used again. This music example. Fair. So how many hours is 98 days? It's a little bit less than 2,400, right? Just give me like 2,000. Oh, I can't even get that far. 999. Thank you. Yeah, for a while. 999. Thank you. Camp for a while. 999. We have 364 more. Alright, will give me 350 or so then. Camp for a while. 350. So I think if we don't do like the whole amount, we should hopefully still be able to maintain it being day. Yeah, it's early in the morning. That's good enough. Yeah, give me like another hour or two then. That's a bit too early, I think. Hell yeah! Alright. And where's south? South! Alright, have they repaired the palace? I have waited nearly 100 days. Doom, doom, doom. Come on, don't freeze. What are you? The Howling Cup. Fair. Yo, palace! Yo, palace! Where have I ended up right now? Where have I ended up right now? I was just heading south. Oh, I'm just caught in a building, so I can... Okay, fair. Yeah, we just need to go a little bit further west and then further south. That's where it was. Alright. Palace, 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 palace. Damn, the repairs aren't complete. Palace repairs are like the repairs of Whiterun after the siege. Don't expect it. Yeah, it'd be cool if it did, but I don't think it would change. No, nor did I. I didn't think it would change either, but I thought it'd be funny if I actually waited 100 days to find out. But yeah, no, it seems incredibly unlikely. I'm just so annoyed that quest is still like broken though. Which is that random stupid mages guild constantly trying to track me down and murder me. All because Sick the bastard wouldn't let me actually complete his quest because the guy didn't exist at the bloody temple. Such BS, am I right? Such BS. Amazing though. Hello, random person. I'm the Eternal Champion. I am named Voj Nothrak. I'm an interpreter and I'm working on a translation of Dark Elvish poetry. Well, be sure to tell me when you're done. I would love to hear some translated poetry from my own tongue. And save me from my sins. Woo. Is there anything else you can do past this point in the game? Okay, I still love how the game audio just screws up massively when you hold tab. It's so happy with that. Let's find out if there's any like sort of like post-game content after you do this. Elder Scrolls. Arena. Oh, it's like story or something. Maybe one of the story wiki pages. Let's see if it listed anything past this point in the game. Probably not. I assume it's probably just the end. But you never know. There could be some sort of like random other thing that happens right after that point. None of these are actually giving me the thing I want. Main quest. That's the one I wanted. Yes, the main quest page, please. You're still exploring what go around errands for various local nobles. Yes, indeed, because again, I have one of those, but they're broken and they don't function well. I'm just curious here. So, yep, we went to all that. We went to the Imperial Palace. You saw it on the start, but no, there's still more pieces left to reclaim. Yeah. Let's see numbers. Cut slide still present in Bryn's files contains that General Warhaft was originally intended to be the legal guardian of the player. In the slide, he is formally addressed as Talon Warhaft, apparently. Fascinating. Yeah, there's not really much mentioning of all that. Uriel Septim sends you to the things, and yeah, you go to the Imperial Palace, and you just do the Imperial Palace thing, yeah. Alright. Detailed walkthrough. Yep, you open the door, then you get greeted by Emperor Uriel Septim, and then you prove yourself worthy. After the cutscene is over, you will reappear in the Imperial City, and then you may continue playing. Although you cannot return to the Imperial Palace, because as the gods tell you, it is under repair, rendering Palace quests inaccessible in the city. And it says the exact message as above. While you cannot kill Tharn, you can incapacitate him. He's worth decent experience points. Ooh, you get experience points for killing him, apparently. If at this point you still care, if you lack sufficient resistances or magic defenses, you can close to melee distance, at which point he will stop casting spells and try to hit you with his staff. Interestingly, so what I should have done there is walk close enough to him they would stop using spells. Interestingly, if you return to any of the dungeons you visit as part of the main quest, a message will still appear on the screen talking about the piece of the Staff of Chaos, as you have never been to the dungeon before. Lovely. That's amazing. After finishing this quest, Jagar Tharn's game over cutscene will no longer occur after the player's death. Instead, the game will immediately go back to the main menu after the player dies, so there's no cutscene when you die anymore. A final message from Rhea Silmain was cut from the game, which would have said, I had expected that with all 8 pieces together, the Staff of Chaos would activate and free the Emperor. None of this has occurred, and I finally know why. Held by Tharn as a gem of the rarest qualities. Legend has it that as a star fallen from the sky, for it glows with an inner flame. This is the Jewel of Fire, and the crucible of Tharn's life force. It is also the thing in which Tharn has suffused all of his energy of the staff. If you can touch the staff to the jewel, the release of that combined energy may be enough to destroy the Staff of Chaos and open the gate between worlds. If you are successful, Tharn will no doubt be destroyed as well. There is only one way to get this jewel. You must make your way into the Imperial Palace and find whatever Tharn is hidden, wherever Tharn is hidden, not whatever. Be warned, once inside, Tharn will throw the full might of the palace guards and those creatures made to resemble the Imperial Guard against you. They are but puppets of Tharn's machinations. Have mercy on them, for they know not what they serve. With Tharn, however, such care need not be taken. If you're successful, a dimensional door should open, freeing the Emperor. With the jewel drained of energy, Tharn should also perish. Where am I up to? There. There is a problem, however, with this course of action. Tharn in his sphere has made the Imperial Palace inaccessible. If you have been there, you already know the guards are under orders to turn all who approach back. I think that I can circumvent this with a spell of altering, but it will mean the last of the energy holding me in this form. I will gladly sacrifice myself, however, so that Tharn may pay for his betrayal. The spell I cast will alter others' perceptions of your appearance. The guards posted outside the Imperial Palace should be fooled and allow you entry. I only hope it will be enough. You have done more than a hero could be asked. This is the final step of a long journey. Take heart and go forward with my blessing. I thank you in the Emperor's name. And they cut that. That seemed pretty important because that's the jewel and why we had to take the stuff to the jewel and also why we're allowed to go in the palace and fight over. They cut that. That's what I was wondering. I was like, why did she not say anything at the end there? And apparently that's why she was no longer there, is because she drained her her remaining forces to allow me to enter the Imperial Palace. But they cut it from the game. God damn it. God damn it. Wow. Wow. What a thing to cut. What a thing to cut. That is pretty important for, the actual end of the game. I think that would be, a little bit important to actually know what's happening there. But apparently no. God damn. But yeah, apparently Tharn has 500 hit points. He gives you HP plus, so 75,000 experience points. That's not really a lot though. His stats are lower than mine in some ways. He's got 60, 90, 90, 85, 100, 95, 60, 75. So we both have the same intelligence. We were equally intelligent foes. But yeah, I've actually got 300s while he only has 100. So, The Elder Scrolls 1, open a gate between worlds. The Elder Scrolls 2, fight over super weapon. The Elder Scrolls 3, stop big bad guy. Elder Scrolls 4, close gates between worlds. The Elder Scrolls 5, stop big bad guy. Elder Scrolls 6, reopen gates again. Highly possibly. That genuinely could be the case. Who knows? But yeah, that was very, very interesting. Just a lore article on Jagar Tharn. Ooh. What does it say on the lore article of Jagar? Ooh, we got his background. He's the descendant of House Tharn of Nibene, a prestigious imperial family. One source states that Tharn was born southern Valenwood to a Bosmer mother. But he lacked human ancestry, and his racial traits were a result of interracial relationship between elves being part Alma, part Dunmer, and perhaps part something else as well. Interesting. Good for you, Tharny boy. Good for you. And Tharn appears in both Arena and Shadowkey, apparently. Ah. Fascinating. He appears in Shadowkey. Goodbye once you're secretly imprisoned with illusion of the masquerade as the Emperor for a decade. Uh-huh. Oh, he never appears in Shadowkey, but his influence is felt throughout the game. Cool. Alright. Unfortunately, it's only available on the Nokia N-Gage. So I'm like, not something I could really interact with, apparently, but yes. So I guess Thorn is actually relevant to that game too. Ew. Good for them. Good for them. Before Redguard, something happened there. The real Bizarre, something. Yep, there's a lot of information here. Ooh, Jagar Tharn was based on arena designer, director, and producer Vijay Lakshman. Cool. That is very interesting. Apparently, he shows up in some books. A Life of Uriel Septim VII by Rufus Hain, a short biography of these accomplishments. The Real Baron Zaya, Volume 5. Biography of Baron Zaya, Volume 3. The Brief History of the Empire, Volume 4. Cool. So yeah, there's more information, I guess, that you can find out about Thorn there. Interesting. After his emancipation, Uriel the 7th or whatever worked diligently to reunite Tamriel, though he did so through more subtle means, no longer displaying the brashness he had before his imprisonment. Uriel stated that his change in strategy and disposition was a reaction to and revulsion to the early teaching and counsel of Tharn. Due to the audacity and scope of his plot, Tharn was remembered in history as the arch traitor of the Emperor. Emperor of the Empire, man. Uriel launched investigation into Tharn's plot, but little information was discovered. Decades after his death, circa 3rd era 427, it was rumored that Uriel's own heirs had been replaced by Tharn's doppelgangers. Maybe he was killed when the Imperial Guard charged a mob that demanded the destruction of the false heirs. Circa 3rd era 432, the last of Tharn's known associates were prisoners awaiting their deaths in the Rose, an infamous prison in Blackmarsh. Wow. That is very interesting, I guess. There's definitely a lot. There's a lot that's happened with that. Because, yeah, like, he stole the Staff of Chaos. 2 decades after a siege of the throne, he expanded and consolidated Imperial forces. Tharn began planning to usurp him and eventually surpassed his teacher at balancing the skills of threat and diplomacy. My god. Yep, Tharn, you were definitely a bastard. You did a lot of plotting. A lot of unbelievable plotting there. And it worked out for you, but you kind of forgot that every single time you try to do something like this, there's always a hero who shows up and kicks your ass, Tharn. And this time, it was me, Jagrafel La Fadé, dishonorable Nightblade, and eternal champion of the Empire. Hell yeah. So now, after this point, the next Elder Scrolls game we're going to be playing is Battlespire. So next week, we will be starting our adventures in Battlespire. I have no idea how Battlespire is necessarily going to go. I think it will be hopefully a bit shorter than Arena, because it's not like one of the mainline entries of the series. So hopefully it'll be a little bit shorter and hopefully not like too broken and buggy. I'll probably have to do a lot of testing eventually to make sure it'll be fine. But yeah, we will be starting Battlespire, and then of course after that will be Daggerfall, and then I believe after that's when I'm doing Redguard. Again, I think that the list is like in the description of like the order, I believe, and it's also I've got in my files and stuff. It doesn't matter now. All I know is the next one is Battlespire. Looking forward to that. Indeed, same. I want to know where this all goes. We apologize in advance for Redguard. Yeah, I'm very worried about Redguard. Like the thing that annoys me most about Redguard is just I don't get my own character. I have to play as a random Redguard, and I'm like, I get the game's called Redguard, but like, but I'm trying to do a story where it's following the same family throughout the whole thing. But then it's not. It's just a guy. I have to play as just that guy, and I'm like, I don't play as that guy. I have to now establish that guy into the lore of my family. He must be like an old family friend or something of like one of them. Not just a random Redguard. Cyrus! Yes, I know his name. Doesn't make him not a random Redguard though. I am a family of Dark Elves, the La Fadé family. Why would I care about a Redguard, you know? Why would I care about a Redguard? But yes, we're gonna have to play through that one as well. Yeah, I'd say Redguard's the one I'm least looking forward to just because it's not really gonna be continuing the La Fadé family story. And to me, the La Fadé family story is one of the most important parts here. We must determine the story. Yeah, I don't know who am I going to play as in the next one? Because we had Jagrafel La Fadé in this one. Technically, full name Jagrafel Carcilius La Fadé. I think it was only mentioned like once or twice or something. But yeah, middle name Carcilius. But yes. Also, I can probably reveal, I don't know if I mentioned at any point, the origin of Jagrafel's name. Jagrafel is a slight distortion of the mighty Jagrafes from Doctor Who, and Carcilius, the middle name, is like Caecilius, a character from Doctor Who. He was like a Roman guy in... that was before Peter Capaldi's run, but like the guy was played by Peter Capaldi, and then he took that face, which is what caused the next Doctor to be Peter Capaldi. Was that Tennant? I think it was a Tennant story. But yes, this character was heavily inspired by Doctor Who. I don't know if I'll do that again for the next one, but yeah, I don't know who I'm going to do. It's got to be another member of the La Fadé family, but who? Narpilius Sarconus La Fadé. Interesting, definitely interesting. And I don't, do I want to be in like another like reference to something? It's like a slight reference. I also thought it was so funny here that like, because as I even specified in like the final speech, so like, we're not so different, you and I, to Jagar Tharn when I'm Jagrafel. Like, you look at the beginning of both of our names, we share the same first 5 letters, we just in ever so slightly different order. Full points for Whovian references. I know, right? Like, it's such a random reference. I named my character after the mighty Jagrafes. How do people even remember the mighty Jagrafes? But it just happened. Well, first, it wasn't even like super intentional. I was thinking of like a Jagrafel, like a Jagger something sort of nickname. Then I remembered the mighty Jagrafest, and we ended up with my amazing like character here, the amazing Jagrafel Carcilius La Fadé. Yeah, it's like, there is one other established character in the La Fadé family, and it's my original Skyrim character, which is the reason why we're the La Fadé family, is because I based it on my Skyrim character that I was playing before I started all this. Now, the problem is that because we're going to play Skyrim VR, we're not even going to probably see that Skyrim character, but they are the one that actually established the last name. They were Helia La Fadé was their name, and they were a necromancer. So this family has had a necromancer and like a thief Nightblade. So they're clearly a very, very reputable and well-meaning family. We'll have to see how a lot of the other ones go. But I don't know. It's like, what do we do next? Is it going to be like a child of Jagrafel? Is it going to be a sibling of Jagrafel? A parent of Jagrafel? An uncle of Jagrafel? I don't know. Because it's like, I kind of like, we need to branch out to like make like a full like sort of like family tree with just these few games that we're going to be playing through. So it's like, we got to pick like some important things there. We've already said a lot of things about Jagrafel's mother. But like the whole premise there is like Jagrafel's mother we could do is earlier in the timeline. So that could be the online character because online is before this point in the timeline. So if there are events that have been established that like made their reputation be that before the events of this game, then it would make a lot of sense if that occurs in online. So then who is the character for Battlespire? Again, we could go with a sibling. A sibling is definitely an option. You do a brother or a sister or something. I guess we'll see when we make it there, but I will need to figure out like a name first. I haven't watched Doctor Who in a hot minute. Quite a few of the classic episodes are available to watch for free on YouTube. Indeed, and maybe at some point I'll actually get around to doing that. Maybe. I love I'm just like pacing back and forth on here. Just like, yeah, it's a more interesting background when it's like moving while I'm talking. So I'm just going back and forth down like the main thoroughfare of the city. Because why not, you know? Why not? But yeah, this game was interesting. It was hard. It was definitely hard. Also, ooh, that's another thing to check. How many hours did it take us to beat this game in the end? Come on. For some reason, alt tab really does not like working properly when I'm streaming. Come on. I want to alt tab 4 over, but it won't let me. All right, let's see. It's 45, but probably hasn't updated the current one. So yeah, about like 47, 48. There you go. So we got through like we got through the entire game in like 48 hours. Is that average for what I was supposed to do for that? Or was I slow? That's a very important question for this. What was I fast or slow? Let me check. How long to beat Elder Scrolls? That is not the word to beat. That's Tovewhat apparently. Oops. To beat Elder Scrolls Regina. How long is it assumed I should have taken to beat this game? So I still love how it lags the hell of my model when I open Google. I think I'm saying 25 hours there. Like fast, most older games are like 56 hours. Let's find out here. Yeah, the main story is expected to take 25 hours. The main plus side is supposed to expect like 46. Completion has to actually see everything to like try to 100% in it, which I guess would be like getting all of the artifacts and all the everything. 60 hours. Yeah, 60 hours. So yeah, like 48 or something. Like that's kind of below average for like what the website says. It's a very leisurely pace, so it definitely wasn't quick. That's kind of what applies. I wasn't necessarily super slow. Like you can take longer there. Like there's clearly people here who have taken like over 80 or like 100 and stuff like that. But like, yeah, compared to the average on this website, I was a little bit slow. Just a little bit slow. I didn't do a full completionist thing, so I can't say like the 60s is accurate, but I was close to that. We did get like most of the useful artifacts. We didn't get every artifact in the game, but we did get like most of the helpful ones. So it's like, yeah, I'd say this went pretty decent. But oh god, so what's Battlespire then? How long is Battlespire gonna be? Tell me please. Oh, how long to beat? 15 hours for main story, 26 hours for main extra, 30 hours for completionist. So yeah, we're probably looking at like another 28 or something then, if we apparently take a little bit longer than the main sides. So yeah, somewhere around like the 20-30 hour mark. So definitely shorter, so it shouldn't take us too long to get through Battlespire then. Alright, that's good. That is a little bit better. So then it won't take too long before we make it to Daggerfall. I'm not logged in on here. That's kind of annoying. Because I made on this a full collection of every game in the Elder Scrolls like franchise. So it's just kind of annoying because I'm like, I made a collection on here, but I'm not logged in. Can I view my collection when I'm not logged in? I might be able to. If I just type in Elder Scrolls. Come on, show me. Yep, there's mine. Hell yeah. Yes, so we had 25 to 60 hours for Arena, 15 to 30 for Battlespire, then 30 to 280 for Daggerfall. Daggerfall. 30 to 280, you say? You seem to have a lot more to the completionist thing there. Redguard is like 16 to 20, so that's definitely the shorter so far. That's not too bad. That's definitely not too bad. Then we, of course, got Morrowind, 40 to 320. We have Oblivion, which is 31 to 170. We have Skyrim, which is like 20 to 170. And then we have Online that just lists itself as like 200 hours, but it's probably even longer than that. But yeah. The average time to beat the games is 3 days, 3 hours, and the time to beat all of them is listed as 24 days, 22 hours if you do it as quick as possible. Still think the worst I've seen is 193 hours to beat the entirety of Guilty Gear, the missing link, including unlocking Biking, I think that was. Yeah, Battlespire was a quick release to keep people interested as Daggerfall is being developed. Makes sense. But yeah, so it's quite long. I remember like when I looked up online how long it took to 100% every game, it said a stupid amount of time. And when I estimated how much it would take in my series, it was up 100 to like 200 episodes is how long it would take to get through everything. 170 for Oblivion? Yeah, no, it's 170 for completionist. Just about 200 in my most recent playthrough and haven't even been to the Shivering Isles yet. Yeah, I don't know, it's just the average on the website here. Like, we can check like more. Like, yeah, a leisurely pace goes to 280. Like, we're talking about averages. Like, how long does it take on average for someone to beat everything? So some people do it really, really quick. Like, some people do it like 100 hours. Some people do it in 300 hours, so it averages out to 180 sort of thing. So it's more talking about averages. So that's why it's a bit like lower than what you necessarily expect. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be necessarily like 100% completing every one of these games. Again, I might try to do that for Skyrim though. Just because Skyrim is the game I've actually played. None of the others have I ever touched. But Skyrim I have actually played before, so I feel like for Skyrim I'm on 100% it. But again, if I'm going to do it in VR, it might be hard to 100% it in VR. Yeah, I tend to forget the main quest and come back after many hours. Yeah, same. So I spend so long just doing like completely random things. Like, how many hours do I have in Skyrim? Like, it's quite a lot, isn't it? Especially I've got to check across multiple versions as well. Main Skyrim, I have 80 hours. Special Edition, I have over 200 hours. So I've got at least 300 on Steam. I had like another 100 on Xbox. So yeah, I put like a good like 400 hours into Skyrim or something. But I definitely still have not seen everything, even in all of those hours. That bites you in the bottom in Oblivion. Ooh, does it? Good to know. Very good to know there. Oh, it's all gonna go so well, you know. It's all gonna go so well. Going through every single one of these games. Yeah, I'm looking at my achievements in Skyrim Special Edition. I only have 50% of the achievements. Now, part of that could have been, yeah, part of that's being mods. Mods like disabling achievements. Because I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, no, I've done some of these things. I look there at the Eye of Magnus quest, I've definitely done that one. 100,000 gold, I probably have had that at some point. Join the Stormcloaks of the Imperial Army, I've done both sides, so yeah, no. Yeah. Mods are definitely the reason why I only have 50% of the achievements in Skyrim. Kind of a shame. Reach level 50? Yeah, I've gone above that a lot. Capture Solitude or Wilhelm? Yeah, definitely did that. Fury skill books? Maybe. Get married? I've been married a couple times. Escape from jail? Don't think I've ever done that, though. I've never really gone to jail to bother escaping from jail, except for in that specific quest where you had to. But yes, there's a lot of things that I have never done in Skyrim. And I guess when we finally reach Skyrim, we're doing them all in VR. That's gonna go great. That's gonna go so great, isn't it? That's going to take a while. It really will. The NPC scaling is insane in Oblivion. Ogres and Minotaurs can have massive pools of hit points. If you don't use the cheesy tricks, it takes a while to wear them down. Uh-oh. That's gonna be fine. I won't die horribly, right? Probably not. Probably not. I love how I'm just clicking through Steam right now. It keeps like lagging my model out. Everything's so fragile. Just if I touch anything, I just lag out entirely. That sounds very odd out of context. Get married. Yeah, it happened a few times. I mean, it did though. It did happen a couple of times. I don't know, remember in which version of Skyrim I actually got married though. I think I got married to like a modded NPC at one point. Who else did I get married to? I can't even remember. It was so long ago in Skyrim. But I remember doing it at least at some point. Because I remembered I was married. I think I'd adopted some kids as well. I think I lived in Solitude, I want to say. I think that's where my main home was. I remember like my most recent playthrough, I had like it was the armor of Ulfric's like Stormcloak or something like that was like stored in like my basement, like on like display in like this nice like you know thing there. So there's like a nice armor set with Ulfric's like Stormcloak in there because I was like, I respect Ulfric's Stormcloak, but also, you know, I kind of sided with the Imperials. X1 took the house, X2 took the kids, X3 took the car, and X4 took the dog. How dare they take the dog? I mean, the other ones are not super important, but how dare they take the dog? Have you saved the game recently? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do it right now. There you go, saved. Totally necessary to be saving right now when we're already done. I adopted 2 kids in Skyrim and kept them in the house on the tundra that borders the swamps. If they wandered off, their problem. That is great parenting. I love that parenting. I'm trying to remember, what kids did I adopt? Because there's so many of the ones that are around there. quite a few of them. You got the one that like just sits in the middle of Whiterun. Can you adopt the one that hands out flowers? I think maybe you can. You got like the orphanage kids as well. Oh, did I adopt one of the orphanage kids? I may have. I can't really remember now. There's quite a lot of them just like scattered around Skyrim. Just, here they are. All of these random kids. And it's just like, yep, I will take that kid, and I will take that kid, and that kid as well. Yep, there we go. There's my kids. Not that I really ever did much with them. Yeah, they're just kind of, you're just hanging around in my house. Sometimes I show up. Most of the time I'm off adventuring, doing my own thing. It was fun though. Yeah, it was definitely fun. I enjoyed a lot of what I did in Skyrim. Yeah, the place where I did most enjoy though was definitely my current one though, because again, I was playing as like a necromancer, like a highly modded necromancer like build, and I completely modded out fast travel entirely, so I had to walk literally everywhere, and I was just like writing out like a story based on like what was happening and stuff. So like I was like writing out some of the events of like the early parts of it as like a sort of like narrative, and it was just kind of like fun, you know. So I started off in I think Windhelm, because that's where the game randomly spawned me. And then I had to try to like make my way up to like the College of Winterhold, but I had no weapons to my name because I didn't spawn as like that sort of thing with like as my starting like thing. Because there's a bunch of options in that mod, but yeah, I didn't like spawn with anything with weapons. So I'm like, oh, I'm wearing normal clothes, no armor. I have no ability to fast travel, and now I've got to go through the frozen woods in the top right of the map. And I end up stealing a woodcutter's axe, and I fought like a deadly battle that almost killed me against a wolf with like a woodcutter's axe, and like it was so like dramatic, and I loved it. And that's why it was such a fun experience with Heli La Fadé. And what's that? You can fill the orphanage in Riften, just eliminate the parents of every kid in the game. So I've heard. Yes. So you've heard. Of course, you know, of course. I wonder if I could pull up some images of my Skyrim character. Let's grab that. So I should still have my thing enabled. Do I have that in here? God, I have a bunch of turned on window captures right now. Were any of you doing that? Oh, you're doing Minecraft. Why do I have a Minecraft one still sitting here? What are you doing? Yeah, there you go, you're doing photos. So if I open up my screenshots, I can easily pull that up. Again, I love how broken the arena audio becomes. Okay. Show on disk, please. Open the correct section. Yep, there's my screenshots. That's what I wanted. Scroll. There's thousands of these. I'm trying to scroll to the bottom. Jesus. I have taken a lot of screenshots. That is a lot. That's a lot of screenshots. God damn. Yes, Arena. You're clearly dying in the background. God, why is that lagging so much right now? This music, your music is going so fine, Arena. Perhaps it's time to just close Arena, because that is not going well. Alright, goodbye, Arena. Let me select this again, because for some reason, if it's not selected on, like, if it's on the photos thing, it'll show any of them, but like, if it has to be set to the specific photo before it'll actually show it on screen. Alright, let me actually, like, bring this down. Well, I should probably go to the other screen, shouldn't I? Yeah, we should do that on the other screen, because that'll be a lot easier to see. Where are you inside this one? Is that you? Is that you? I think it's you there. Move you out of that menu so I can actually lower this down. There we go. Exploding arena. Exactly. Put you on there. Problem is, but because it's like got the bottom screen at the bottom like thing, it's not actually going to do it right. So I guess I'll just expand that out that way. What a lovely first screenshot we have here. Let me open the actual folder on the other side so I can see what's coming up. Come on. Show me that over there. There you go. Did that just scroll up? Why did you scroll up in the folder? Why did you scroll up in the folder? I didn't ask you to scroll up. Okay. So that's just my Hawking Jorga. That was my random stats. That's my undead thralls. Which again, like they lost infinite with like what I had in like my perks, but it's funny how technically they're not infinite. They're just set to a time period of like 8,000 days. And of course that's IRL days. This is a bit quiet now. Let me just quickly open the BGM. But yeah, it's IRL days that my thralls would just last 8,000. But I still just love having like permanent Like, just things just follow me. Just, yes, here's my permanent undead thralls. And like, I had like a bunch of like modded creatures that were just always following me. So give me some fantasy music, please. Yeah, get just standard fantasy music. Retreat's not a good one. There we go. But yeah, I love that. It's just that they last so long. I was level 27, I guess, when I took the screenshot. I don't know if that's still where I was. Because I wasn't super far into this playthrough in particular. Yeah, there's some of my amazing thralls. We have this just massive giant there. We've got a bunch of skeletons. Then we've got this, whose name, their name is Goliath. I'm currently on 24 skulls in my inventory, which is also fun. Dual sheaths apparently failed or whatever. This was like a very recent one that I opened that. Oh yeah, I forgot. For some reason the character customization thing completely broke at one point. I don't know why that happened either. Xavier's Bandit. Mike the Liar. It's fun. But yeah, this was my Necromancer character. They had horns and like they were wearing that. Hadn't played Skyrim in years. There was a companion mod, a bear you raised from a car, but wasn't ported to special edition. Disappointing. The shell here was actually originally going to be used for a thumbnail for a Skyrim stream I was planning to do ages back, but I just never got around to it. I don't know what's happening here. We got Goldir, apparently. The dead should be made to serve the living. Ooh. That's Goldir. A Dark Elf is about to be a dead elf. Okay? I'm a Dark Elf, though. Just look at all of my minions. And in fact, my companion was also a Necromancer, so it summoned even more things. What's happening here? Oh, I think it's because of this stand here. Do not mess with me. I am wearing the remains of a giant lizard. Cool. Yeah, this is still talking on this Goldir guy. I don't know why it's so much just focusing on this. By kind, you started me. There's a Necromancer around here, so watch yourself. Yes, there is a Necromancer around here, bud. Then I'm using the bone altar from one of the mods. That's how I'm summoning my skeletons as part of my other thing. We also have tech, because I had a second companion who was also just a regular skeleton as well. Oh, goddamn. Well, apparently Xavier got that guy. But yeah, here's all my skeletons. I had 3, like, red mages and 3 blue mages. I think maybe that's like fire and lightning mages or something like that. Or it could be ice, actually. It could be ice. It might be ice. But yeah, it was so funny. Because yeah, that's the guy who like tries like trick you and then attacks you. But then I'm like, dude, I have an army. I have a literal army. Also, don't ignore the fact that I'm covered in so much blood here. Yeah, I might be covered in a lot of blood. I don't know why I'm covered in so much blood, but yes, I very much was. And then I'm saying right here, yeah, the game was also very dark, so I actually had to use torches at night from one of my mods. So yeah, I can't fast travel. I have to walk everywhere, and it's super dark at night. That was really fun. I'm currently killing a tundra giants. Ooh, Xavier's Goblin Berserker, because yeah, Xavier's my companion. Then I apparently had a werewolf brute there for a while. Dave the Corpse Watcher. Oh no. He's not very good at watching corpses, is he? Because well, I guess now he can watch corpses forever, because you know he's a corpse. Apparently Xavier's dead on the ground here, but also he's still... Yeah, I can still talk to him. This is my gargoyle. Gargaran was his name. I had a mod that let me, for some reason that's, that's what I'm showing my tattoos. I was like, yeah, so I've got this like black arm down there, and I've got like these scar patterns on the back. Yeah, that was really fun. I was a bit worried for a second there, because I'm like, don't try to do any other things. All right, this might be me showing off all my guys. There's 2 of them. Dave the Corpse Watcher, that's Tech. There's Xavier. Yeah, this is me showing off everyone. So this is Goliath. I can't remember what the name of their species was because I renamed the specific thing using a mod, but actually renamed every single one of them in the entire game. So it renamed the species. It didn't rename the one that was my like follower. It renamed the species. So I didn't really do that for all the other ones. What did I name those? Can't remember. I have you. I had my giants. I had my tree giant. The tree giant was my bone storage because I needed to carry one of every bone type to spawn bones. And I just left them on the tree giant because he has a stupid amount of carrying capacity. Then we had you and you. But yeah, that's my lovely group of like forces there. There's Xavier again. God, I'm so short. I always forget just how short I was. Then here I am fighting that person. Here I am stabbing a person in the face. Just looking around and things. Dark Knights is something a lot of first-person games forget. Then again, when was the last time a cave wasn't well lit in one of these games? Yeah. It really has been a while since that's actually been the case. I guess like dramatic shots of me sitting on a throne. I think this is before I got my current armor, maybe? It's like some of my gear is like different at that moment. Then the 2 giants doing the same animation because they're based on the same thing. Yeah, here's me in the College of Winterhold. Just like hanging out, you know. It's kind of fun. Oh, there's like that sad giant and then just talking to like a random Nord. Now I've gone very far back because I'm now back in like my original like gear. But there you see Elliot of Fade's Goliath. If I go back on the wiki, I did list the names of everyone. Let me check what it said. Okay, so we had Xavier, so it was Goliath, oh, Gehennoth, that's what the species is called. Yeah, we had Goliath the Gehennoth, Gargaran the Gargoyle, Yetu Frosty the Frostshell, Mongo the Giant, Mossbeard the Ancient Spriggan Patriarch, that's the big tree dude. I forgot the name of my skeletons. We had Walter White, spelt as in White, the name of an undead. We had Davy Bones, these are my skeleton warriors. We had Albus Red for the skeleton fire mage. We had Kate Blue, the skeleton ice mage. And then we had Tech. We had Rick, Rock, and Rack, which were my undead skeevers that I didn't usually spawn a lot, because they're just kind of annoying. If I got attacked, it would automatically spawn 3 skeevers, and then just I'd swarm whoever attacks me. But they just got in the way a lot, so I just completely removed them after a while, because I could turn it off. We had David the Falmer Skulker, because the point about that is that, like, David, like, as you can see, that's Goliath. Like, David would be one of the ones that are around at that moment. But the whole point of that is I had David and Goliath. Those are some of my earliest ones. Anyway, Trixie the Troll, who, again, you can see the tree right there. That's Trixie, visible right as we're seeing that. So, David's probably shown here in a second. Yeah, that's David. So that's David. So we have David, Goliath, Gargaran, and that must be Tech there, actually. But yeah, I love naming all of them. It was just so fun, and I believe that was everything. So I had some like random other guys occasionally that would join my forces, but yeah, in general, that was my forces. And I think I gained some new ones like towards the end that didn't get named. Like again, that Werewolf Brute I think may have been a more permanent one. Was having that many followers and their sizes a pain in the arse in tight spaces? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, massively. Especially the gargoyle. The gargoyle has no concept of personal space. Like, I think it was visible in one of those later screenshots. Where was it? But the gargoyle, for whatever reason, would always stand directly in your way and just block you from being able to walk which way you wanted to go. I'm looking for... It was a shot in the inn randomly. Where was that? Was that later than here? But yeah, like the gargoyle... Anytime you go away from it, it immediately flies to your position and it stands at like point blank range in front of you, so it always gets in your way. I don't know where that shot was. It may have been a lot further ahead. But yeah, I also had problems with some of the giants, but like, the biggest issue with the giants was actually just they're so unbelievably slow. Because they just walk everywhere. They don't run, they don't sprint. They walk at the standard giant speed. And then just you get, like, you go into combat, and then you kill everyone, and then way after the combat ends, while you're looting stuff, the giants suddenly approach, and just they're slowly just like, doo, 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 doo. It was so, like, stupid, because you're like, oh, they're some of my strongest forces. I can't find this. This may have actually been earlier than this. I swear I saw the shot at some point. Strange. But yeah, just like the big guys, like Goliath and Gargaran, get in my way a lot, and then the giants, again, they're just never there. So like, they're some of my strongest forces. They can like insta-kill a lot of enemies, but we rarely ever actually see the guys because they're not there. Most of the time, I have to like simply wait like an hour for them to show up. That's not great. But yeah, that's because I struggled having a big old ice bear in my way half the time. Yeah, I imagine you would. But yeah, having this many guys, it's so hard to get through like any sort of like spot, especially when you go inside buildings. It's just, oh god. And I've returned. I had some technical issues. Understandable, stars. But yeah, I didn't see the shot. I swear I saw it when we were going through. I don't know where it was. Yeah, like look at this, for instance. I'm inside doing like some shopping, and look, they're just blocking like the entire entranceway over there. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that, you know? And execution of double axe. This is me doing just a bunch of like random like smithing and stuff. But yeah, it's like that. They got in my way a lot, and just look at all those bones. Oh, I had so many bones. Oh god, yeah. My forces, man, my forces. How many more screenshots are there of this character? Let me just check before we keep scrolling. Yeah, not much, I don't think. I think we're pretty close to the end of all the screenshots. Okay, we'll keep going then. I haven't taken necessarily a lot on this character is the thing, so it's like, it makes sense. I love how like this animation for like summoning the skeletons. Oh, I said that weird like green bit at the top. It's like, I feel like there's some sort of missing texture there. This is back when I basically only had like a few of my forces. Like this is still just like David and Goliath and stuff. And also this is me having to like resummon my guys, because before I unlocked the ability where they're just permanently out now as my like actual proper undead thralls, where I think I had to give them an item or something to make them permanent. But yeah, like they used to always just like, they would collapse on the ground and have to respawn them over and over again. That was like an early problem I had back before I was a super mega powerful necromancer like I am now, you know? And also this is back before they were named. I just get the Gehennoth. Oh yeah, this shouldn't be getting them, isn't it? Because that's them actually as a hostile thing. So I'm going through with David, then I just fight this giant, massive like monster, and I'm like, yes, David and Goliath, my perfect, amazing forces. Where are we going from here? Yeah, this is me exploring all this section. That's probably where I like was sort of giving David, because I had a lot of Falmers when I was going through this area, because they were just some like the more useful ones to get. Also, I think that guy's like caught in a wall there. I don't necessarily know why that's happening. This is when I first arrived at that area. One task. Are you going to try the remake/remaster of Oblivion? It's due to drop this year, allegedly. Ooh. I would love to try that if it's out by the time I make it to that game. That would be really fun. We have a random thing happening here. Very fun. I remember these shots. Some of these shots are very classic ones of the character. I just love that, like, the black, like, tattoo like, down the arm like that. Like, I would love to have a tattoo like that in real life. Like, I love how they look. There was also characters in, like, Nier Automata that had, like, something like that as well, which I think is why I gave it to this character, just because I was like, yes, I love those sort of tattoos. They look so sick. This is apparently an old orc. Oh, yeah, apparently I had saber cats early on. This might be literally during my original, like, travel up to Winterhold. Ah, my beam jar. Yeah, so apparently I'd done beam jar there. There's some pilgrims. Well, I'm just sitting beside some pilgrims. I had a familiar back then. I think this is me just like showing off a bunch of things about the character. This might be what before I left the original time. But I still have the Necromancer's amulet though. The fact that I've got that amulet means that it's like, it must be like decently far in. They're teasing a drop in April, maybe. Then again, it's Bethesda. They'll wait until Sky Oblivion is ready to drop and then it'll appear. Yeah, fair. It could definitely end up taking a while before we end up seeing that. I have a random orc. For some reason I'm covered in blood there. That makes sense. Just randomly hanging out at the inn. But yeah, this was like, what I like, oh, this is actually before like my character's fully like customized because their eye color's wrong. But yeah, there was so much customizing I had to do in all of this. There was so much. Oh, I remember that. For some reason there was an option to have the spells come out of your boobs. And I was like, why is that an option? Why is that an option? I genuinely don't know why it was an option. I think I'm just showing off like random aspects of it as well at that point. But yeah, that was such a stupid option that I just noticed in the menus of one of the mods. And I'm like, why? Why? Probably that's me changing like my camera like distance as well because of the fact that I'm shorter. Ooh, this is back when I was wearing like more mage like gear before I got my like more proper like thing that was a modded one. So yeah, I was just like, I'm just like a little acolyte of the Mages Guild. But yeah, I was very like heavy on like the roleplay when I was like this character. Which is why I liked it so much is because like, yes, I'm just this random. Oh yeah, that's what I look like when I was like heading up to like Redguard as well. I was covered in like this mask and this hood and it was fun, you know, just never fast traveling, always walking, having a bunch of moments. Yeah, here's me with my axe and everything as well. Just so many memories, you know, so many memories of like just the old experiences of doing this. Amazing. All right. That was an experience, but yeah, that's where that character ends. So that is where we shall end off with looking through all that, I guess. There were some characters before that one, but yeah. Not super important to that discussion because they're different to that one. Where was someone else there? Like, do I have any iconic shots of the character before that? Because the one before that was also a Dark Elf. I can't tell if what shots are them or not. Yeah, that might be them there. Problem is, again, there's thousands of shots, and like it's easy to go through the recent ones because you know there were the recent ones, but it's like trying to figure out like where the other character is. It's like they're somewhere in here. There were like probably quite a few characters back. Is that them there? That might be them there. No, that's an entirely different guy. Oh god, how many Skyrim characters have I had? It's you again. Okay, there must have been pre that character then. When did I have that? I didn't even recognize the character I just saw. Is the problem? So I'm like, that's my character. I don't recognize them, but cool. What are this shot? The problem is a lot of the shots of the character just completely engulfed in darkness because they had like the ebony mail and some like other girl stuff. So they just went like full dark invisible whenever they would like attack anything. So it kind of ruins a lot of my shots. Is there anything in here that actually shows them off better? Probably somewhere in here. What's this shot? No, that's an entirely different character again. How many Skyrim characters have I had? I'm literally just trying to find my old character from before that one. But apparently I've had a ton of characters in between the two. Okay, that's definitely them there. Alright, I guess that'll work. Let me just quickly open that back up. Come on, shots. Go back to photos, please, because again, I closed out the menu, so it just completely closed it down. Come on, show the shot. It doesn't want to. Why does it not want to show the shot? Come on, show the shot. I selected the screenshot thing. You should be showing the shot because it's still present. What are you doing? Apparently it doesn't want to show the shot anymore. I don't know why it doesn't want to show the shots anymore, but apparently it just doesn't want to. It's set to the right thing and everything. What if I select something else, like my Steam screenshot thing, and then select that again? There we go. Yeah, this is like my character from before that. They were another Dark Elf. Okay, I don't know why that guy's just randomly naked. But sure, good for them. Oh, I think it's because I looted all their gear. That would make sense. But yeah, this is my like more long-time character, because like my current character I've not really played as for like that long. But like, this is my actual proper character. I don't know what they're wearing there, but yeah, they wore like a hood most of the time and like a mask and like ebony mail or something like that, and they just went like pure dark whenever they fought, and yeah, they were very much basically the standard Skyrim like stealth archer. So yeah, like it's just, there's them in the more proper gear, because yeah, they always had that effect on as well. Yeah, my lovely previous Dark Elf, that was the standard stealth archer, and they were very, very good at being said stealth archer. Yeah, that character I played most of the game, so that's probably the one I have the most experience with in relation to like Skyrim there, because that's one I'd actually played the most genuine like, hours with. But yes, there's a good example of some of my Skyrim characters there. The most important of which being Jagrafel La Fadé, because she's relevant to our current series, because she's the one who started the whole La Fadé thing. That's faded most of my characters. Wear a hood or mask, it's why I tend not to lose sleep on creating a face. I put a lot of effort into the face, but yeah, they do end up just wearing a lot of things like that anyway. We'll see you later. Goodbye, the real stars. But yeah, that so many just ended up that way. I would occasionally take off that stuff when I was like in town and stuff, but like I don't know, like I think they had a pretty generic Dark Elf face, because I think they were made like in like a more vanilla playthrough originally, and then it was turn modded over time. So I think I was okay with them just like having a completely covered face. But yeah, they were like a vampire lord. I think. Probably, I can't remember. I think they were werewolf at some point as well, because they did the whole companions quest line, but they did most quest lines in the game. They had like done the whole full main quest, they'd done all the other stuff, they'd done the DLCs, like that character had properly like actually done the game. Meanwhile, like Jagrafel La Fadé's like my current character who's only got to like level 20 or something like that. I don't think they've touched the main quest, they've only been doing their own thing. Because again, I just started in a random spot. I'm telling the story of Jagrafel La Fadé, not the story of the Dragonborn. It's the story of Jagrafel La Fadé. So I never made them the Dragonborn. They've never gone to any of those places. They've never done any of that. They don't know any shouts. Like it's just not what Jagrafel La Fadé's story was about. It used to be a glitch. If you were hit with enough ice spears, it would cause your eyes to glow. I'd wear the closest mask until it happened. Amazing. That's fun. I love that. But yeah, that's the story behind many of my Skyrim characters. We'll have to see what happens when we play through VR and see what character I make for that one. It'll be another member of the La Fadé family. I guess it'll have to be probably more of a close relative to Helia's, because they're both canonical La Fadé family members, both in Skyrim, I guess, at the same time. But I guess that one will be the Dragonborn, but Helia won't be the Dragonborn, because Helia was never the Dragonborn. They're just a student at the College of Winterhold, being a necromancer, doing their own thing. So canonically, I can't have both exist in that same world, in that same universe. So that's too much problems. They're both exploring the same lands, but not in the exact same area. So they never run into each other. And there we go. Oh god, my nose is getting so blocked. It's seriously annoying me. I must be sick again. Yeah, I can't wait until we make it back to Skyrim. All the way back to Skyrim. Currently the second or third last game in the series here, based on if Elder Scrolls 6 is out in the time. Here I was thinking your name was a tip to the hat to Julian La Fadé, one of the lead developers of Arena and Daggerfall. It can be an accidental coincidence, but yeah, it was just a name I came up with in Skyrim a few years back now. So it's been a little while. I'm not sure if there was an origin at the point, or if I'd like looked up anything or tried to figure that out. But yeah, it's just my character, Jagrafel La Fadé. I like the whole purpose is that I just wanted to give them a last name. Because I know I was going to call them Helia. But I spent a while trying to figure out a last name, and then eventually I went, they're Jagrafel La Fadé. And then that is what caused me to be like, all right, I'll do a Dark Elf family, and we'll be the La Fadé family all the way through the entirety of the thing. Because I like doing that, you know? It's kind of what I did originally in, like, Saints Row and stuff like that. I had my character in, like, the final game, and then I went back to the previous games and made the characters to all like fit in like to a timeline to go through them. And then of course after that inspired the idea of our series where we went through every Elder Scrolls that's this series, every Saints Row game in like order, actually playing as the same characters like canonically from each installment in the right order. And because we did that inspired this series where we're now going through every Elder Scrolls game in order with like the same family of characters, because it doesn't make sense to do the same character because so much time passes between every single one of these games. So I'm like, yeah, it could be the same family of characters. That works a little bit better. But yeah, I thought it'd be a fun and interesting idea. I'm also toying with the potential that maybe after we do the entire Elder Scrolls series, I might do the entire Fallout series, because I do also own all of the Fallout games. So I might consider, again, that would be like years from now because of how many episodes we're going to take to get through all these Elder Scrolls games. But we'll see if I decide to actually go through with that when we make it to the end. So I've got something other series planned as well, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do all the Fallout games after all the Elder Scrolls games, and then my Monday streams will continue on forever! Think of how many episodes it will take to do both. Hundreds. So many hundreds. How many years? All the years. All the years in the world, you know? All the years in the world. I played a Nord Brute and called him Herod Hollowhead because he wasn't that bright. Fair. Very, very fair. Very, very fair. It's like, there is no brain up in your head, Herod. Oh my god, you're right. You're right. How did I never notice there's no brain up in there? Oh god. Yeah, I've mostly played as a lot of Dark Elves for like a while. I think my first character, I think, was a Khajiit though. Like my first Skyrim character, like way back on the Xbox, I played as a Khajiit. I can't remember what their name was though. That was so long ago. But yeah, my entire Skyrim playthrough on the Xbox, which lasted like, I can't remember, like 80 hours or something like that. But yeah, I played as this specific Khajiit, and I love that Khajiit. It was such a fun character. Then I came to PC Skyrim, and I can't remember who I played as my first PC Skyrim character. I played as a Wood Elf at one point. I do remember that. Can I look at my screenshots from original Skyrim? Xbox 360 is what it would have been. Yeah. I don't own an Xbox One. I never have, so yeah. It would have been 360. It was before I got like a PC that could actually run proper games. I've never gone back to console since then. So yeah, it definitely would have been 360 at the time. I think I see my last like regular normal Skyrim character appears to have maybe been an elf. Where did that screenshot go? There it is. Oh, there is not a lot of like standard non-special edition like shots here. There really isn't. Does any of them show off what my character was? Well, that's a helpful shot. That's them there, I think. It looks like I was playing as some sort of wood elf, maybe. I was also, like, I was dressed up with, like, some sort of weird hat as well. Interesting. Was I going for, like, a Robin Hood aesthetic? Maybe I was. It seems like I don't have many shots here. Like, I have barely any. Why do I have so little shots? Huh. That's strange. Alright, fine. Let's open these up. There's not many to go through, so, yeah, we might as well. But yeah, so what I was saying is that most of them are, like, shots of NPCs and stuff like that. Like, there's barely any shots of the actual character. And this is where I said, oh, that's helpful. Trying to see what the character looks like. They're wearing a bloody sex thing on their head. God damn it. Yeah, we had that there. Again, it's recorder. It's like that. It's like, do you see how it's just not really helpful? Why are there panties? I don't know. But yeah, I think that's maybe the character there. But yeah, that's like, I want to say like a wood elf or something like that. But yeah, they're clearly an elf. No, they're wearing apparently a very green sort of outfit. Yeah, this is definitely not my only Skyrim character, so I must have lost my other shots at some point. Because there's really not many here, because that's it. That's all of the shots I have. And they're all of this character. So yeah, clearly I've always been like a very elf-focused player. Nords were always my first character since Daggerfall, even though they're rarely the best choice. Started with Daggerfall and went back to Tri-Arena. Fair. There's a lore story behind those drawers. Of course there is. But yeah, so I definitely have always been very elf-focused. So I played as Khajiit in the Xbox. I clearly played as like maybe various elves over here on like the PC original version. Then I've played mostly Dark Elves like since then in Special Edition. So I've always been very elf-focused in like my choices. I definitely have had an Argonian character before. I think even on PC I've had a Khajiit character at one point. But yeah, mostly elves. Have I ever had a human character is an important question, and I genuinely don't know. I can't say if I have or not, because I've not seen a screenshot that contains one. So genuinely, maybe not. I might not have ever actually made just a standard human. Impressive work there, me. Impressive work there. I can zoom in there. Have you saved a game recently? The game's not even open anymore. So yes, I've saved it recently. I've definitely saved it very recently. Yeah, obviously saved it very recently. I've just been elf-focused in that I pound on them a lot. They're kind of busting a lot. Fair. I find humans boring options in most games. Like, it's very rare in a game if human is an option that I'll pick it. I always like more fancy and interesting things. And I think that the only reason why I don't play more Khajiits and Argonians is I just don't really like much of the character customization they really offered for them. I find that just a lot of them end up looking pretty generic and samey. And that kind of causes the problem for me there. So I want to like more, like one of my favorite things in gaming is to express myself through character customization. Like I do that a lot. If a game has bad character customization, I tend to not like the game, because that is the thing that I love the most, is like making a character, spending like hours, literally hours, like actually like making all their face look right and picking out the right hairstyle and then doing all the fashion and all the stuff. I love doing that in like every game, regardless of what genre the game is. I love doing that with my characters, and I love like naming them and giving them lore and backstory and like that is one of my favorite things to do in gaming. So whenever I don't get good enough character customization, I'm always like, my friends were the same with D&D and other RPGs. They said, why play a human when there are more interesting options? My answer, that bonus starting feat. Yeah, that bonus starting feat is definitely very, very strong. So yeah, I can see why people would choose that. It's definitely like the more powerful option, but even still, that wouldn't be enough to actually convince me to play a human. It definitely would not be enough to convince me to play a human. I'm like, yeah, feats are great. But human though. But human though. I like interesting aspects of characters. That's why I like human with a bit of flair. That's what you get with elves. Or I like going really wild directions. Extremely wild directions are always very, very fun. But yeah, I love character customization. That's why I get kind of disappointed with Khajiits and Argonians, because yep, I can't really express myself much. I'm just like, yes, I am a cat man that looks like all of the other cat men, or I'm a lizard man that looks like all the other lizard men. I'm like, oh, is that it? Oh, okay, cool. That's not really giving me any bonuses to the sort of things that I actually want to use. So it's like, even from like a mechanical standpoint, they're not really helping me in the things I need. So I always just end up going with the elves. And mostly in Elder Scrolls, it seems Dark Elves, because I play a lot of Dark Elves over in Skyrim. To be fair, I play a lot of modern Dark Elves, so that Dark Elves are not dark. Because that's the whole thing about Hellia. I was like, Dark Elves have dark skin, right? Hellia doesn't. So it's like, you're a very non-dark Dark Elf, aren't you, Hellia? Yes. Yes, you are. But presumably we will be fixing that over the course of the thing, where they'll actually be normal Dark Elves and not just like Hellia, because of course Hellia was heavily modern. That's the reason why it was like that. So you're saying to like non-human feats? Exactly. Hooves even better. Give me a hooved character. Hooved character sounds amazing. That's so interesting and like hooves. Why not hooves? Person hooves. Let's give them like hooves and like a fish head and like butterfly wings and blue skin. See, like, interesting, you know? Like, interesting ways to express yourself through the way that you make characters, you know? Like, it's important. It's important. Would I make a character look like that, though? Probably not. Probably not. Like, the whole premise is, like, my model here, it was inspired by my characters from, like, several other games. So it's like, I took elements like from all over the place, like a lot of MMOs and stuff like that. So it's like my character customization in those led me to make the thing that I now use to express myself outside of games. So that's like another really fun aspect. Like the fact that the half white and half black, that came from like my Minecraft skin, because that's something I always did in Minecraft for like years. So it's just really fun. One person's interesting character is another. Kill it on sight. Exactly. But like that's an important distinction, you know? It's an important distinction. You need to make sure that you do that, right? Oh, now I want to open up some of my other characters from other things. Do I still have that image in here? Because like you're not in here, are you? No. Oh, do I still have those screenshots? Where would they be though? I'm like, do I still have the screenshots from an uninstalled MMO is now the current question. Probably, but the question is where the hell are they? Here? Nope, they're not there. I genuinely don't know where they would be is the problem. That's kind of a problem. Yeah. Ooh, is that them? Ooh, I think that is them. Some of them. Yeah, I think I lost them when the PC changed. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Oh yeah, this is back when the game was mostly screwing up. Alright, let's see if I can get this to show again. Alright, so capture. You please. Back over here. Yes, this is Blade and Soul, my original Blade and Soul character. I don't know why that has pink hair. But yeah, this is one of the characters that inspired my concept for my model. Where actually are they though? Oh, this is even more of my characters. I made so many characters. You can just see that massive list over on the side there. So yeah, apparently they had pink hair last time I played. I don't remember giving them pink hair. They always had blue hair. It's like the whole premise there. That's because I've dyed specifically the hair piece. It's not actually, that's not actually how the character's hair looks. And then they're like blonde before. How many times did I change the color of my hair? Some of my other characters. That's Valtier. I remember Valtier. Valtier was a fun character. They had a scythe. There they are again. Again, they're blonde again. So I think it's me looking at some other characters there. Wait, I need to like the more like classic shots of this character. Like, come on. Where's the classic shots of them? They're supposed to have blue hair. But like all I'm seeing is them like in like this look with the blonde hair and the like this specific outfit. Like this is definitely going for a very different aesthetic than most of these decks I had. There's Eden. That's one of my other characters. I forgot about Nixie. Nixie was a fun one. I like Nixie. Then we had Cerberus Zeus, who I think is currently bugged out and A-posing now. But yeah, Cerberus Zeus was a fun guy, because like, you had my little characters who were the smallest you could physically go in games, because that's one of my favorite things to do, is to be the absolute smallest you can actually be. But then Cerberus Zeus was, what if I went the opposite? He's so big that even on the character selection screen, you can't even see his face because it's off screen. That's how big Cerberus Zeus was. And then we had Hanzo from Overwatch. I just made Hanzo from Overwatch. Don't question the fact that I made Hanzo from Overwatch. Ooh, that's their more classic appearance, and it's behind the bloody menu. Show me an actual shot of that. Come on, show me. Nixie again. No! No! I know what's happening there. Nixie again. Come on! Show me Azel! Let's bring that checking through it. Ah, Nixie again! God damn it! There they are! Finally! Yeah, I wore this hat a lot because I liked what it did to the hair, but like, that was time because we'd actually find a single shot of actual proper Azelbane. But yeah, this is like one of the characters that inspired me now, because Azelbane was a dragon, like this tiny little dragonlin like thing, which is why it's like one of the main reasons I'm a dragon now is because I was a dragon back then in this MMO, and like I love that. But yeah, this is my character for like a long time. Then you got like this hairstyle where it's like this weird white police one as well. I collected so many outfit pieces over my time playing Blade and Soul. Just so many stupid amounts of outfit pieces. That was my character that I made trying to base on my current appearance. This is my attempt at making Edelweiss over in Blade and Soul. Then we had Usagi-chan, the tiny adorable rabbit. Yeah, that's when I first made the character before they had their outfit. I think that's the final shot I have, yeah. Because unfortunately, there is, of course, a lot of shots that existed before this, but I don't have them anymore. They must have gotten wiped through like a hard drive loss or something. Which is kind of a shame, because it means we actually have very little shots of my actual character. Most of these are when I was playing as other side characters, so literally we only have those couple shots actually showing off Azelbane. And they didn't have the classic shot. The reason why they're called Azelbane. Because they're named Azel based on Azul, which is like it's like a variant of blue in some language or something like that. But yeah, they're named like after the fact it was blue, but their last name's Bane because they kept doing like this chest pose where they like grip like the sides of their outfit, and Bane does that a lot with his coat in the Dark Knight movies. So that's why I named them Azelbane. So like canonically the name of the characters in game is Holocypher, but yeah, I always called them Azelbane. And then I even had like a meme image that was like Smug Azel, I think it was. I can't remember where that went though. Do I stop that? Azel Azure, exactly. But yeah, Azel itself was like a different sort of like variant, I think. Do I still have that meme? Yeah, Azel, Azure, blue, I get it, yeah. Yeah, so that's why, like, they were blue, so I basically named them blue, and then they became a bit more, like, detailed after that, but it was just like shit when I was just making them. I'm like, yep, you are blue. I've decided that you are blue. Are you in here? Might be in here. Yep, there it is. Is it going to show up on the stream, though? Probably not. Come on, don't move. Where is the thing again? It'd be really nice if they just like keep capturing it without me having to like reset it every single time. There we go. This is a meme that like me and Chris have sent to each other like for years. When in doubt, Smug Azel. Yeah. But I can't find the actual like image of like the one that made Azel be Bane though. Like the specific like shot of the thing. Like, I think I have it on the wiki. I just don't have it actually as an image anymore. Which is kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame. Also, it like playing Blade and Soul and then like some of the other MMOs I played after that made me realize that like there's several things I seem to do when making a character. I usually make the character as short as possible, and I have a habit of playing a lot of dark-skinned characters. It's just like I noticed at one point, I was just like, hang on, why don't I play like tons, just tons and tons and tons. It's like one of my go-tos is always dark-skinned characters, and I just felt interesting when I just like noticed that, because I wasn't doing it intentionally. I just was like, huh, cool. So that's why you had Azel and Cerberus Zeus, and like I think one of my characters, like one of my first characters in Black Desert as well, and I'm just like, it was something I just didn't notice was happening, and it was just like something I just kept doing over and over again. I'm like, huh. Most of the time, I play as either the whitest characters in the world, just absolute pure, exactly white, or very dark-skinned characters. And I rarely do in between. And I thought it was funny. I'm like, also with the height, I do like the very, very shortest or the very, very tallest. And I'm like, I really am a 0 to 100 sort of person. There's no in between. You're either very far one way or very far the other way every single time I make a character. Yeah, I loved Hazel. I spent, hundreds of hours in Blade and Soul with Hazel. So that was fun. And of course, I spent like ages in Black Desert as well with my characters over there as well, which was always fun. And like I did briefly do some Blade and Soul on the channel. That was with my Edelweiss character, because I played as them for like a series where I was like going back through. It's like, oh, I'm playing as a new character to try to like play through. I think it was just because the Astroneer, I think maybe the name had just come out as like a new class. So I was like, oh, I'll do a playthrough on there. And the problem is I did like 2 or 3 episodes and then never went back to it. So yeah. Oops. I believe when I'd stopped playing as Hazel, I was at the end of the main story. Which it's always fun when you're at the end of the main story in an MMO and like, oh, I've just done it. I'm at the end of the MMO and I've got to wait for more content to be added. I think more content had been added when I actually did like end off though, but yeah. Maybe at some point I need to go back to that and actually see what happened in the story past where I was up to. Because I had the same issue in Black Desert, I think. I think I'd made it to like the actual end of the story of what it was at the time. So like, I have several times just, I've completed MMOs, just made it to the end of the thing. I've done most of like the side quests, I've done most of the things, and I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm done. And I just leave. Move on to a new MMO. But now it's been ages since I've even touched an MMO. I used to play MMOs like constantly, but like I just haven't touched them. Because I played like Wildstar, of course like Blade and Soul and Black Desert, as I just mentioned before. I played a very small amount of World of Warcraft because I never had a proper like paid for account. I played a tiny bit of some random other ones. I can't even remember the name of one of them now. I think some V. Oh god, I only played a very small amount. Then I'm like, this game is not for me, and I immediately left. Final Fantasy. I played a little bit of the Final Fantasy MMO. Only like a few levels. I played some of a weird Marvel. I think it may have been like MMO. So I had superpowers and like that, and I had like super speed. I was just a weird like skull creature with wings and super speed. I'm like, yep, this is my amazing superhero. Totally superhero. Like, yep, skull face, 2 swords, totally superhero. Murdering ever, totally superhero. No, she's talking about totally superhero. And then we had, what else do you say there? If you like stranger, interesting characters, you'll love Oblivion. Create some abomination in that one. It's more challenging to get a faceless body that look normal Oblivion than to create a monstrosity. You'll love it. Fun. But yeah, I love character customization. I love it so much. I spend so much time doing it. And so it's every single time, like the amount of times in series on this channel where I've had to make sure the character customization is done off stream, because I would spend the entire first stream on character customization if I actually do it on stream most of the time. So I did that with like a lot of other ones, didn't I? Yeah, like Dark Souls, for instance, like the fact that I had everything like preset out as sliders, because I spent hours customizing the character. I'm like, okay, here's all the sliders, just enter them in the stream, and then we've actually got the character customized. And the fact is, I edited it out anyway, because it still took ages, so I just removed it from the stream VOD afterwards. But yeah, there's been a lot of series where I'm just like, I can't do this on stream, it'll take too long. But probably going to end up doing it all for the Elder Scrolls games, so we'll see how long my character customization starts to take when we reach the later games where there's more options. Because I spent enough time just even on Jagrafel there, so yeah. I just love character customization, all right? I love it. Why do you think I have so many versions of like my model as well? Like, because I love character customization. And now I do character customization of my actual model that I use for VTuber as well. Just constantly changing things and editing things and fixing things that no one will even notice. Like the amount of things that like recently I have spent hours fixing that you will never see. You will never, like, just like the fact that like, if I like scroll down, like this like specific scar here that sits underneath like the stomach section, I spent hours fixing the skin texture to fix that up. It is always off screen. I spent hours on that not even that long ago. Because I go into stupid amount of effort to my character customization. It is absurd. Yeah, you won't have to worry in Daggerfall Morrowind. Fair. I think you get 0 choice in Daggerfall and maybe a 3 or 4 variant per race in Morrowind. Ugh. Man, I want fashion. Give me my amazing options. I need to look fancy, man. I need to look fancy. Oh, the inner Italian is creeping out. A 3 and a 4. I just want to look fancy, you know? I like expressing myself through character customization, which is one of the reasons I like MMOs and stuff like that, is because usually they have a lot of options. You can always find like so many different outfit pieces in MMOs, so then there's so much options for like, yes, I can make so many. That's why like Azel there, like almost every shop had like a different outfit. Like Azel for a while wore a Santa hat because I just had a Santa hat and I liked how it looked, and I went through so many things. That's why I like my whole goal in Blade and Soul was always just collect as many outfit pieces as possible. I would spend hours grinding just random enemies because I knew they could drop something, and I was just like slowly trying to collect every like outfit piece from like every area because I'm like, I want more options. Give me more options. I want more options. But yes. And speaking of MMOs, I am currently like debating the idea of doing a like fresh playthrough of Black Desert on the channel at some point, because the problem there is Black Desert did a big server merge and I didn't select the option to keep my account when they did the server merge. So my account, that is one of my most played games of all time, that I spent hundreds of hours on and had almost all of my characters at like level 56 or something, which is hard to get to. It takes like a full week of playing to even get a character to there. Yeah, all gone. Fully, I had like 30 characters or something. All gone. Completely. Wiped. So many hundred hours like gone just because I didn't like apply to keep my characters because the game had pissed me off at the time. They'd pissed me off with something they'd done. So when it said, oh, do you want to keep the thing? I'm like, nah, I'm not going to play you again. And I didn't do it. Then afterwards, years later, I'm like, why did I not just do it? I could have just kept my account. I could have deleted all my characters, got around the annoyance, remade new characters, and still just had all of the things I'd worked hard for. But no. I had to be an idiot and let my full account get deleted. God damn it, me. God damn it. Which is why I'm debating getting back into Black Desert and starting over from the very beginning with a completely new account now and trying to actually do like a full playthrough of that. But yeah, I don't know when that'll happen, but it's just something I'm currently like toying with the idea of doing. The thing that I find like most like bad about losing is just like my random outfit pieces and customization things, because like most customization and like accessories like that, you'd have to pay real money for. I got them through like events over years, and they're all gone. So they're not going to be easy to get any of them back. And it's like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I was such an idiot. Such an unbelievable idiot. But there's nothing can be done about it now. All I've got to do is start over again. From the start. Spend hundreds of hours all over again. Get back to where I was. The pain. The pain. But anyway, I think we probably waffled on for long enough. We finished Arena, you know, over an hour ago, didn't we? Oops. So I think it's probably time for this stream to end off. So future streams, next ones, they're all currently scheduled. That's harsh. It's like when you play a card/hero collecting game and then everything gets wiped. Yeah, it's just they did like this annoying server like transfer thing, and it's just annoying. Like why did we have to like opt in to keeping our stuff? Like seriously, you have to opt in to not have your account deleted. Come on, man. It's just because I didn't go into it. Like they gave I can't remember, it was like a month or a couple months like that to do it. But again, I got like one email about it, was annoyed at the game, so I ignored the email and then lost my account. And I was like, God damn it. Couldn't they have just transferred all of the accounts? Could you not have just done that? Because like, most people probably would have wanted to keep their account, and if they missed the email, they just lost their account and all of that effort. And like, why'd you do that, Black Desert? Why did you do that? Such a bastard. But yes, future streams. On Wednesday, we are starting Grand Theft Auto 5 Story Mode Co-op. Yes, you might be wondering that. Wait a second. GTA 5's Story Mode? That's the single player mode. That's not the online mode. That's the single player mode. Yes, me and Chris have decided to do the stupid plan of modding the game so that we can do the entire single player in co-op together. And that is starting this Wednesday, and we continue on every Wednesday until we complete the game. Except for like, I think one. We're going to skip like one Wednesday on my birthday because I want to do a different stream. But yes, that is what we're doing every Wednesday now. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be an interesting and probably very broken experience, but I can't wait to see how it goes. Then, of course, on Friday, my random stream, where you never know what's going to happen, is Balatro. I'm finally checking out Balatro, because I've wanted to play it for ages. I've really wanted to play it for ages. It's been installed for ages, for literal months. And I'm like, we're doing it. I was going to do it last week, but then like, I had to move the Minecraft stream up because it was going to be this week, and then that was going to be last week, but I had to just move them around. So Balatro is on this Friday, my first ever session of Balatro. I barely know how the game works. I've watched like 2, maybe 3 videos on it, like of just random people playing it, and I wasn't exactly trying to learn how to play. I was just watching them do stupid crap. So I'm gonna have to learn Balatro this Friday. So that's gonna be fun. And then of course on Saturday we are back in Dark Souls 2 as always, where we are going to hopefully have a rematch with King Vendrick, because he kicked our ass at the end of that last stream, and now I've got to go kill a different boss and then fight King Vendrick again. And also we're going to try to look for the Dark Lurker down in like the Dark Abyss section. I can't remember what it's called. But yes, in those sections, we're going to go through the other 2 of them, fight all the enemies, and then fight the Dark Lurker and get ourselves the Dragon Chime, and then still be 25 or 26 faith behind what we need to be able to equip the Dragon Chime, which is a little bit of a problem there, because that means I have to level up 25 times to put them all in faith just to be able to equip the Chime that I'm trying to get right now. Yeah, it's great. I also might do a refight on the Executioner's Chariot to try to get the better version of the Chloranthy ring. But we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, back here next Monday, Battlespire begins. Hell yeah, which means I've got to figure out how my Battlespire thumbnails are going to look. Oh, man, arena thumbnails were already hard. They were hard. There was a couple bits I was doing in the arena thumbnails. Specifically, it was slowly removing the adventurers behind me to imply that like the adventuring party with me was slowly dying off, only leaving me behind. As well as slowly making myself bigger on the thumbnail as I gained more power, and of course having the like wizard dude holding up the number of the thing. So I had a lot of elements that I was like doing that were like evolving over time in the thumbnails of arena. So I'm like, now I need new concepts for what I'm doing for Battlespire. I'm gonna need a new concept for Battlespire, but that's a problem for future day. And by future day, I mean like probably very, very soon day, because I like having my stream scheduled like a week in advance now. So great. But anyway, that's our future plans for now. It's all probably going to go fine. Still very happy about the fact that I just got monetized. Woo! Yay, monetized! Because I set that up literally all right before the stream, so I still like look through all the things that have actually happened from the fact that I'm now monetized. Put it off for a rainy day. Yep. But unfortunately, I can't really put it off for a rainy day. I've got to do it like tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. So that'll be great. That'll be great. But yes, I apologize for that one. Never apologize for a dungeon. What is that window up there? Why am I like caught on a random window on my thing? I don't even know what it's like locked onto on that. It doesn't matter. I'll figure that out off stream, you know. I'll figure that out off stream. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed our entire playthrough of the Elder Scrolls Arena. I hope to see you next time for Battlespire and all the other streams that I just mentioned. So for now, goodbye everybody, and roll the outro.
I gave that bastard what he deserved. A funeral. Fit for a king.